Nothing's too good for the man who shot Harmless Phosphorescence. Hello, everyone. This is your host, Thoreau Smiley, and I'm awful pretty when I get mad. Who's joining me this week?
I'm Josh Cece, and that sounds like a little too much democracy to me.
What kind of man are you, dude? I'm Brian Lesh.
And I'm Alaric Weber, the toughest man south of the picket wire, next to everybody else.
Oh, Al. I think you're tougher than some people.
You're the toughest cat rustler.
Yeah.
This side of the picket wire.
The toughest honky this side of Harlem.
It's a whole big side.
yeah, there's a lot.
To the left of Harlem.
Yeah. And this is Harmless Phosphorescence. It's the deep dive movie podcast where we pick a theme or a series and we watch the movies. We gather some research into the production and the source material, and we tell you all about it. This show is brought to you by patrons. Patrons like executive producers Michael Beckwith and Atticus Burkett. You want to be a patron? Do it. Go to patreon.com/harmlessentertainment. Lots of bonus content. We've got a ton of monthly movies up there. We just put up Clerks. Clerks
that was fun.
Fun to do. Talk about Kevin Smith and everything that came after Clerks as well. Patreon.com/harmlessentertainment. This week on Harmless Phosphorescence, we are starting a brand new mini-series. This is a theme-based mini-series. We're taking turns picking themes, and Josh was our first picker, and he picked Westerns. So we're each picking a Western, and then we're going to talk about it. Josh got to pick the first Western, and the Western Josh picked to start this whole shebang off was The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
Out of the flame and fury of the frontier, the Old West lives again as only John Ford can recreate it. Peopled with wonderful characters who have become legend in their own time. Of them all, two are the most memorable: Liberty Valance and the man who shot him.
That's my steak, Valance. And you heard him, dude. Pick it up. I said you, Liberty. You pick it up.
And the man who shot him was justifiably destined to become a hero. Yet, strangely enough, only one of these people could be sure he knew the identity of the man who shot Liberty Valance.
Now, you stay out of this, Donovan. He's been hiding behind your gun long enough. You got a choice, dishwasher. Either you get out of town, or tonight you be out in that street alone. You all heard him say he had a gun in his hand, didn't you?
I didn't say that.
That ain't murder, Mr. Marshall. That's a clean-cut case of self-defense. Now get out of my way. This time, right between the eyes.
The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. It was released April 22nd, 1962. Right?
Feels older, huh?
It does. It feels like a throwback. The black and white helps with that.
For
This
sure.
is a cool choice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go into that a little bit in the production, but there's some conflicting stories about why it was in black and white.
Also, they promoted the song, which isn't in the
Marty
movie
Robbins
at all.
No, it is not in the movie. Yeah, apparently they decided because the song tells the story of the movie, it spoils the movie, and they didn't want to put that in there.
Even in 62, spoiler sensitive.
Yeah. Released April 22nd, 1962. Running time of 123 minutes. It cost $3.2 million to make, and it made at the box office $8 million, which in 62 was a pretty decent sized hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah. It's later than I thought it was. in my like I'd bet I don't know. I guess I'd always thought of it as a 50s Western, like a
it seemed at least the 50s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but no, it was a latter day John Ford, released in 1962. So let's play the box office top 10 game.
I mean, there were hippies already bopping around and beatniks. And,
the counterculture already existed at that point.
Which is very telling.
And it's in a very nascent kind of early years. Bobby Dylan was already in singing his
Greenwich
songs.
Village.
Yeah, Greenwich Village.
The Beatles were
the Beatles were already the biggest band in England at that point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not. Yeah,
LSD had happened, right? All the acid test stuff had happened.
Yeah,
62?
no, I think it was currently happening.
That was
between 60 and 64, I believe.
Yeah,
but I mean, you're right. Leary and Kesey and a lot of those guys were starting that because Neil Cassidy was still a part of the acid tests.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, the world was already in the middle of changing from the kind of world where this movie was something. Was like the mainstream, like we were already well on our way. But let's play the box office top 10 game. This is the game where I will describe the top 10 movies of the week of April 22nd, 1962. The guys here are going to try to guess what movie I am describing. There is no box office mojo for 1962, but luckily I found on Amazon there's these books that have every week from like 1950 through 1979. So
I think I know what books you're talking about.
Yeah, they're just like weekly box office reports. They were like called from the trades of the
trades.
Times. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we go. At number 10 at the box office for April 22nd, 1962, a luckless Army intelligence lieutenant finds himself stationed on a remote island Army outpost during World War II, where all the action is between the sheets. This stars Jim Hutton, Paula Prentice, and Jack Carter. I have never heard of this movie. This is lost to the ages. Oh no, there's some very questionable yellowface happening.
Oh god.
Yeah, of course, World War Pacific Theater.
And it's 62 also. We're leading up to Vietnam. Or we're in Vietnam.
Is that?
Yeah, we're in Vietnam.
Shatner? Is this I was just looking, there's a picture. No, it's not. Okay. Picture looked like it was Shatner from the angle it was at, but it was not. Oh no, and there's some actual Asians in here also. playing Asian Americans. Interesting. This movie is called The Horizontal Lieutenant. He's horizontal because he fucks a lot.
I guess so.
Wow.
He's when he's tired also.
Yeah, there's multiple reasons he's horizontal, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm often and not for any fun reason.
He just can't get a promotion.
Yeah. Well, he's trying
keeps changing jobs, you know.
He's climbing the ladder sideways.
Yeah. At number 9 at the box office for the week of April 22nd, 1962, a series of misunderstandings leaves an advertising executive with a campaign for a product which has not yet been invented, while he romances his rival in the guise of its inventor. This stars Rock Hudson, Doris Day, and Tony Randall. Sounds like, I don't know this movie, but it sounds like a hoot.
That sounds crazy. I like Rock Hudson hiding his identity in any movie.
Yeah.
I like Tony Randall in any situation.
Yeah, Tony Randall's great. Yeah. I don't know
what the invention is. Do they hint at what the invention is? Is that the title of the movie? The thing that vibrates?
The horizontal.
God. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm kind of looking through the. Oh, yeah, it was marketed as a follow-up to Pillow Talk, which was a big hit. I don't know. In the trailer, they're being very, very circumspect about what the invention is.
Well, can't give it away.
Yeah. So this is this is just called Lover Come Back, but it's just lots of crazy New York 60s rom-com action.
Like The Apartment.
Yeah, but maybe a little. I'm guessing it does not. It doesn't hold up as well as The Apartment, because The Apartment's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, it's so good.
At number 8 at the box office, a drifter and a faded film star, both traumatized by Hollywood, arrive to the guy's hometown where the old bitter memories revive again. This is starring Paul Newman, Geraldine Page, and Shirley Knight, written by Tennessee Williams.
Is Cat on a Hot Tin Roof?
No, directed by Richard Brooks. This, I think Richard Brooks. I think this is an adaptation of a Tennessee Williams play, though, but not
that.
Not Cat. Yeah. Yeah.
The Glass Menagerie.
No. Ed Begley Sr.'s in this one, as is Rip Torn. Oh, Mildred Dunnock, the old character actress. Barry Cahill. Good cast. I bet this is good.
I think I know. Movie.
What are we at? 7.1 out of 10 on IMDb. Yeah, I know. This is called Sweet Bird of Youth.
Sweet Bird of Youth. Yep.
At number 7 at the box office this week. It's crazy how many movies exist.
Exists.
Yeah, like it just is. There's so many.
Yeah, like The Horizontal Lieutenant. That was somebody's favorite movie.
Nearly
it's just math.
Yeah,
it had to have been.
Yeah,
so much of like historical cellulose has been lost too, which is crazy. That so much of that original film is just never even see it.
We'll get into that a little bit in the production when we start talking about John Ford's background. Dude was working for a long time. He made a lot of movies.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. At number 7 at the box office for April 22nd, 1962, Blacklisted in modern day World War II. A Swedish oil trader opts to assist British allies by means of infiltrating and surveying Nazi Germany. I don't know what they mean by modern day World War II.
Yeah, it just is.
Yeah, this stars William Holden, Lily Palmer, and Hugh Griffith. Directed by George Seaton. What's the? Let's see. What is the?
Norway Out.
Norway Out.
Excuse me.
Oh, you know what?
Norway Out.
I'm going to start reading the taglines to these things. The taglines. Let's see. To this one. I can't say any of these. They all have the title in them.
Let's see.
Here we go. Oh, here's one. The most suspenseful adventure ever lived. I have doubt.
The Vertical Lieutenant.
The vertical corporal. It is the thing. This is the adjective thing, though. like the vertical lieutenant. The adjective type of person. It's
the
called
Norwegian man.
It's called the Counterfeit Trader.
He trades counterfeits.
I think he's pretending to be a trader. Like he's being a trader to get. Like he's not really a trader. He's pretending to be a trader to infiltrate. Yeah.
I'm still confused. Is it TRAD?
Oh no,
AIT.
TRAITOR.
Okay.
Traitor.
Counterfeit traitor.
The counterfeit trader. He's pretending to work for the Nazis in order to infiltrate them.
Because trading counterfeits is a totally different game.
Well, and don't forget, this is modern day World War II.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Not World War II of the 40s.
This ain't your grandpa's World War II.
This is World War II now.
1962's
In your
World War
face.
II.
Yeah, it's totally radical.
It's to the extreme.
It was Rostified 12%.
Yep. Dude. World War II with some attitude.
the World War II.
You were in Wayne's World too?
At number 6 at the box office this week. A fabled Spanish hero overcomes a family vendetta and court intrigue to defend Christian Spain against the Moors.
Jesus, I thought we were talking Zorro for a second.
The stars Charlton Heston, Sophia Loren.
Is it El Cid?
It is El Cid.
It also,
Yes,
nice.
I got one.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a good
El
one you got.
Cid.
Charlton, I can play any race.
The tagline,
Just like John Wayne.
Yeah, exactly. I love the tagline. I'm going to read all the taglines from here on out. These are incredible. The tagline is "The greatest romance and adventure in 1,000 years."
Okay, that's too specific to dispute.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, it's not.
I know it's not. We haven't even been making them.
Yeah. At number 5 this week at the box office. A senator returns to a western town for the funeral of an old friend.
The man who
The
shot
man-
Liberty.
Yeah, exactly. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance opened at number 5. Let's see. The tagline is, "Two great stars appear together for the first time."
All right.
Of course.
Yes, I guess Andy Devine and Lee Marvin
Yeah.
maybe hadn't done a movie together.
They're talking about Struther Martin and Lee Van Cleef.
Yeah, Lee Van Cleef. Yeah, Liberty. Yeah.
At number 4 at the box office this week. Okay. There's no way to describe this. A fictionalized depiction of a 1947 trial. I'll leave it at that. I left a lot out there.
Inherit the Wind.
No, not Inherit the Wind.
To Kill a Mockingbird?
Not To Kill a Mockingbird.
It
To Kill a
wasn't
Mockingbird
that.
wasn't a real trial.
Was it the, like,
It's
Boo
just
Radley wasn't a
fiction.
real person. Yeah.
Then who's in my room when I'm sleeping?
behind the door? It's Robert Duvall. Let's see.
I always ask him, come on out, boo.
Oh, is this like about the Sacco and Vanzetti?
Nope. This is a trial which is very 1947's a big clue.
Oh, is this like a Nuremberg trial?
Nuremberg?
Judgment at Nuremberg.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's the worst place to get judgment.
Starring Spencer Tracy, Burt Lancaster, and
Who is
Richard
also
Also
in
Simmons.
pizza
Inherit
and
the Wind.
Chinese.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Spencer Tracy did a lot of court work.
Yeah. Yeah, that Matlock vibe before
Yeah.
Matlock.
Yeah, totally.
So they did a procedural about Nuremberg?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. This is the tagline for this is more than a motion picture. It is an overwhelming experience and human emotion you will never forget. Every single one of these is like, this is going to blow your fucking balls off, you dirty bitch.
This is modern day World War II.
This one was in 4D,
Yes. The fourth D is for
aka Smell-O-Vision.
you can really smell the Nazis.
I mean, that light they used, oof, they were getting cooked up there, man.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite details about that whole trial. It's like, oh yeah, we used the brightest possible light we could.
Yeah. Fuck those guys.
Yeah. No, I love being petty to to people that deserve it.
For real.
Yeah. Yep.
At number 3 at the box office this week, a brother and a sister find romance and good, clean fun in Dallas. I hope not with each other.
No. None of that makes sense.
None of it does.
This stars Pat Boone, Bobby Darin, and Pamela Tiffin.
Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. The tagline is so fresh and wonderful with Richard Rodgers' newest melodies and newest lyrics. I assume Hammerstein's involved also.
Okay, but it happens in Dallas. Oh, is it like Lone Star State?
What happens in Dallas stays in Dallas.
No, it doesn't.
It really does not.
That's JFK.
Oh, God damn.
He never left Dallas.
Some things stayed in Dallas, yeah.
Yeah, a part of you will stay in Dallas. Just
not his brain. We still don't know where that went. Okay, let's see. Is it like Lone Star or something?
No, this doesn't really have anything to do with Western. I think it just happens to be set in Dallas. It's very much a modern kind of modern for 1962 kind of movie.
About a brother and sister who fall in love.
Like teeny boppers singing and dancing. Yeah, about a brother and sister who love each other very much.
They were different times.
Dear God.
We got Anne Margaret in there. Weird she wasn't in the top one.
Help, stepbrother, I'm stuck.
In the dryer.
The place, it's named after the place in Dallas this takes place at. It's not a famous Dallas landmark. It's a kind
Fort Worth?
They have the wrong trailer on this thing. No. It's not about a famous Dallas landmark or anything that's specific to Dallas. It's about something that happens in a lot of American cities.
Jesus.
This shit.
It's called State Fair.
Gentrification. Oh, State Fair.
Oh. Yeah.
They're having a wacky day at the State Fair, this brother and sister.
Wait, is Dallas even the capital of Texas?
No,
it's not.
No.
Austin is.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay. At number 2 at the box office this week, 2 youngsters fall in love, but tensions between their respective friends build towards tragedy. Starring Natalie.
Are they siblings?
No, not
Romeo and Juliet.
You're in the right ballpark, Josh. Sorry, Natalie Wood, George Chakiris, and Richard Bamer. Here, I'll read you the tagline. Oh, I forgot to read the tagline for State Fair. I'll go back to it. We don't want to miss that. The tagline for this is, wait, that can't be okay, what's the original tagline?
No one can hear you scream and speak.
This has so many, because this tagline is Best Picture winner of 10 Academy Awards.
What's not the tagline? It's just information.
Yeah. The most acclaimed motion picture of our time. Okay, here's...
Fucking Ben-Hur?
It's too early for love story.
This is watch this shot now. Hey, shoot, man, go. Hey, yeah, what? I don't know what that is. Okay, that's not a tagline. None of these taglines are great. The screen achieves one of the great entertainments in the history of motion pictures. These people are insane. The people who wrote taglines in the 60s were out of their minds.
Everything was new. All right, let's see.
This movie is considered one of the greatest musicals of all time. It's been remade by a modern
West Side Story.
West Side Story,
which is Romeo and Juliet. All right.
Yeah.
There's arguments to be made about one of the greatest films of all time and stuff too.
Well, one of the greatest musicals of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Oof.
It's a film.
It is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. At that point in time, I don't think it was as differentiated as it is now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So damn many musicals about siblings falling in love with each other.
So many.
Hard to stand out.
So many.
So many musicals.
William Shatner's Julius Caesar.
William Shatner's State Fair.
That's where he performed the Julius Caesar.
At the State Fair.
And number one at the box office. Oh my God. A movie nobody is going to remember. Wow. Okay. Away on a short leave before an upcoming launch, a NASA astronaut disappears and is feared kidnapped when the security services learn about his friendship with a suspected foreign female spy. This stars everyone's favorite actors, Tom Tryon, Brian Keith, and Edmund O'Brien. None of those are female. Who is the female lead in this? Danny Saval. Everybody.
Is this like a Ad Astra or something weird?
This is the most like this is basically like this is like the most like kind of like mid-level pablum for the masses kind of movie ever. This did not survive in the public consciousness. I've never heard of it before. Let's see. What is the tagline for this? The tagline for this is
the most amazing.
It's hilarious. I don't know why there's two highs.
Oh, I did not know there was a comedy hidden in here.
Yes, it's a comedy. It's a comedy.
Oof.
It's a comedy.
But he disappears.
It's for the kids. It's for the kids. It's a comedy. The other tagline, it's the laugh of the century when the cutie in outer space cuddles the moon voyaging pilot.
Got it.
What is it, Al?
Cat from Outer Space.
No, that was the 70s.
Dang. That was my guess.
That was
Dean
the
Jones.
70s. The other tagline is, man, don't miss this one.
Jesus.
Bring the family. That's not a tagline.
Bring the whole kids.
The original My Stepmother is an Alien?
Meet the aliens.
And the final tagline, which I have to assume this was actually the tagline that they used to sell it to the distributors. Book it now from Buena Vista for a happy Easter launching.
It's got to be the Rocket Man or something.
It's called Moon Pilot.
Oh, God.
Walt Disney's Moon Pilot.
Wow.
A live-action Disney comedy about an astronaut who gets kidnapped by a Russian spy, I guess?
Did they do wire work and stuff?
I don't... all of the clips from the trailer here is all just a very mediocre-looking white guy in his 30s talking to a redhead who's being all seductive.
It sounds like the way Trump would describe, Space Force, moon. He's a moon pilot.
He's a moon pilot.
They're called astronauts, Mr. President.
Well, some people say moon pilot.
Yeah, moon pilot, good with space computer,
Well, all of these taglines were written by Donald Trump.
Yeah,
that's true.
Basically.
It's the most amazing movie. It's huge.
Oh, no, I didn't forget the tagline for State Fair. Okay, it was about Richard Rogers.
Moon pilot.
Moon pilot. Moon pilot. Okay. That is the box office
Moon pilot
top 10.
What a time to be alive.
Right. So that brings us to the character and production background. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance was directed by John Ford. So John Ford, let's talk about John Ford. This is our first John Ford movie that we've done on this podcast. John Ford's first directorial credit was in 1917.
Yep.
Wow.
So you can see why he didn't have a lot of patience for film analysis.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's like trying to talk to a carpenter about your awesome ideas for a chair. The carpenter's like, I know how chairs are made, man.
Yeah, John Ford.
He was there when the people screamed in the theater when they showed the train coming.
Yep. No, it was just John Ford running at you.
John Ford's older brother, Francis Ford. I don't know if Francis Ford Coppola is named after Francis Ford.
I don't think so. His parents were wops. I mean, they were right off the boat.
Yeah. But Francis Ford, John Ford's older brother, was a vaudevillian.
Brian's laughing. I can say wop, okay? My great-grandparents were wops.
Francis Ford was a vaudevillian. He was a stuntman. He did on stage like tumbling and stunts and stuff and shooting, sharp shooting. But he started getting stunt work and acting work in the silent films in the early 1910s, like 1910, 1911, in the very, very earliest days of Hollywood.
So he was working in the industry before his brother was.
Yeah, he brought his brother in. So John Ford is a Nepo baby.
Interesting. So John Ford is the Clint Howard in this relationship.
I mean, sure.
All right. If Clint surpassed,
if Clint had then gone on to write and direct some of the greatest films ever made,
ever put to film.
There's still time.
Yeah, Clint Howard's still working, so I guess. John Ford started acting and doing stunts before he became a director. He
also probably makes him not have a high tolerance for people's bullshit.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I've done your job manager.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah. He's done every aspect. He hasn't just built a chair. It's like, I know this trade inside and out. That movie Babylon from a couple of years ago was okay. It dragged a bit, but in the very beginning, showing what early production was like, mm-hmm. before sound and sound stages and all that. That's wild. And John Ford was in that.
Yeah.
Mix.
His parents were Irish immigrants. He was born in Boston, and he was born Jean Aloysius O'Feeney. Irish as fuck.
Yeah. Might as well have been named Potato.
Yeah, exactly. His parents were Jean Augustin O'Feeney and Barbara Abby Curran O'Feeney.
of the Moors.
Aye. Some good potato eating Irish.
I love the ethnicities you can't make fun of.
Yeah. Well, just like Josh can make fun. I'm half Irish, so I guess I get to make fun of him a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not 100% Italian.
He began working in film production and acting with his brother. Jack Ford. He became Jack Ford. That was his screen name. He was in Birth of a Nation as a Klansman. He was under one of the hoods.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the biggest movie ever made at the time.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
There were tens of thousands of extras, probably.
Well, and it innovated film narrative.
Yeah.
The narrative was terrible, but it had one.
Yeah.
It wasn't just moving photography.
Yeah. His first credited acting role was in The Mysterious Rose in 1914. And then he started getting behind the camera work. He'd run camera. He'd just do various odd jobs and things behind the camera, and then started getting the opportunity to direct some shorts. But as we said, his first feature film was 1917's The Straight Shooting, in which he also starred. Him and Harry Carey. He made over 75 silent films. Only 10 still exist in a viewable form.
Yeah.
just lost to the ages. Yeah, that's
film, man. It's fuel.
Yeah, it's delicate and flammable. So,
and nobody cared.
Yeah,
really. I mean, there's the great story about Terry Jones in the BBC. Like, we almost didn't have a second of Monty Python if he hadn't knocked people down and broke into the library.
Yep. Yeah, literally rescued it out of a room.
Yeah, they were gonna erase them all, just put them in chemicals.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, yeah, so he just started directing movies. There's so many. It's not even, but like, of course, then some of his biggest ones, of course, 1935's The Informer was huge. He directed The Grapes of Wrath in 1940. These are the four he won Best Director for. His 4 Best Directing Oscars were for The Informer, Grapes of Wrath, How Green Was My Valley, and The Quiet Man.
And that's wild because I think his 2 most important films are Stagecoach and The Searchers.
Right. Stagecoach and The Searchers both were huge, along with My Darling Clementine, Fort Apache, and, of course, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, which was kind of one of his latest. Stagecoach was 1939.
Yeah, it was early. But, man, it also changed storytelling.
Early, but 20 years into his directing career.
Yeah, I know. It's wild. Yeah, I mean, The Hateful Eight, the first chapter of that is Stagecoach.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
And The Searchers talks about racism in ways that modern movies can't even. That's also Natalie Wood, I believe.
Yeah.
But the John Wayne character can't understand why she would want to stay with the indigenous tribe. And it's, it's a heavy movie.
Yeah. John Ford is credited to over 130 films as director.
Dude worked.
They weren't all Westerns, though Westerns were his bread and butter and make up the bulk of his filmography.
And the imagery, though, the imagery of Monument Valley.
Yes.
You know, it's so iconic because of him.
Yeah, absolutely. He did enlist during World War II.
Which World War II?
The modern World War II.
Gotcha.
The original,
modern day.
Yeah, modern day World War II. He was a commander in the United States Navy.
Yeah, he was. God damn.
And while he was serving, he won 2 Academy Awards.
Holy shit! Did he work in the what do they call that? They're like communications division doing film dispatches?
Yeah, he worked for the office. He was the head of the photographic unit for the Office of Strategic Services for the Navy. He shot and produced the documentary The Battle of Midway, which was made in 1942. The year the Battle of Midway happened, because he was there shooting it.
He was there shooting.
I'm pretty sure I've seen most of that. Holy
Jimmy
shit.
Stewart served. Did John Wayne serve?
Jimmy Stewart served.
No,
John Wayne did not.
That is actually a point in this. I'll get into in the making of this film.
Jimmy Stewart flew bombers.
Yes, he was a bomber pilot.
So wow. Yeah.
Could have died.
Yeah.
We sent Jimmy Stewart over there. There was nobody else.
No. Ford personally was filming the Japanese attack on Midway from a power plant on Sand Island and was wounded during that attack while filming.
Wow.
That's wild. So you can understand why he did have patience for Peter Bogdanovich's.
He was on Omaha Beach on D-Day.
Oh my God.
He crossed the English Channel on the USS Plunkett.
Do you know what time?
He observed the first wave.
Jesus Christ.
From the ship. and then landed on the beach later with a team of Coast Guard cameramen and filmed the battle.
Yeah, because I mean, it was the Navy that, broke through the Western Front.
He was on Omaha Beach. Holy
most of this
shit.
wasn't.
That's crazy.
Yeah, most of filming. Yeah, that's crazy. Most of that wasn't released because he said the U.S. government was afraid to show so many American casualties on screen.
Oh yeah,
I bet.
yeah. That's fascinating. I wonder how much of Spielberg's connection to him is in what's it called, Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I wonder if he talked to him about it at all or anything.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. God. Talk about being in the middle of fucking film history. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But Spielberg, like Tarantino, they're genuine film fans. Like they don't want to like talk about the academia of it. They want to talk about how awesome it is and how fun it is. And Spielberg liked to sit at the feet of masters. But then people all get and say Bogdanovich because he had so many interviews with Ford and Wells and people. He wanted to chop it up and analyze it. It's like Bob Dylan songs. Whereas Bob Dylan's like, no, I just wrote it. I had no idea you people were thinking that. I had no idea.
Right. His last completed feature film was Seven Women in 1966, starring Anne Bancroft, Sue Lyon, starring 7 different women. But that it wasn't a humongous. It was actually a box office bomb, so he wasn't able to make another feature film. His last project that he completed was Chesty: A Tribute to a Legend, which is not about a stripper.
Wow.
It's about U.S. Marine General Lewis B. Chesty Puller, narrated by John Wayne. It was made in 1970. John Ford passed away in 1973 of, lung cancer.
And being old.
Yeah, being old. He
like
was
at that point. It's like okay.
Yeah, he was in his 80s. John Wayne said in 1976 in an interview with Roger Ebert, Pappy could have directed another picture and a damned good one, but they said Pappy was too old. Hell, he was never too old.
Marion called him Pappy.
Yep, Marion called him Pappy. He said they'd rather make a goddamn legend out of him and be done with him. John Wayne was just John Wayne.
Well, and that's hilarious because that's basically the plot of this movie.
Right. They
want to make him a legend, and
they literally say the words when the legend becomes fact. Print the legend.
Print the legend.
So, all right, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance was written by James Warner Bella and Willis Goldbeck, 2 good Hollywood screenwriters for hire.
Adapted from a woman's story.
Based on The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance by Dorothy M. Johnson. She was she wrote a lot of Western fiction.
It's like the lady who wrote Strangers on a Train. Like you there's a feminine undertone.
Yeah.
To the morality.
Yeah, absolutely. This does technically pass the Bechdel test, because the Swedish lady and Hallie,
Hallie
speak briefly about cactus.
And book learning, I think.
Yeah, I think they say something about. Yeah. They talk about reading to each other too, so it does pass the Bechdel test. Our screenwriters. Let's see. James Warner Bella wrote a lot of westerns. She Wore a Yellow Ribbon, Fort Apache, Rio Grande, Sergeant. He also wrote Sergeant Rutledge, Blood River. Just a screenwriter for hire. Same with Willis Goldbeck, who was also a director and producer. He let's see. He did a lot of he did the Young Dr. Kildare. He wrote most of the Dr. Kildare series, which was very big in the 30s and 40s. God, yeah, this dude wrote a ton of stuff. Not most of it was not especially well remembered. Dr. Gillespie's new assistant.
The Dr. Gillespie killings.
Yeah. Johnny Holiday. The Colossus of New York. Man Who Shot Liberty Valance is probably the biggest film he ever worked on. Which, of course, brings us to our cast. James Stewart as Ransom Stoddard. Rance. We did talk about Jimmy Stewart before in Rope.
Yep.
Is that the only other Jimmy Stewart movie we've done is Rope?
I think so. I mean, Andrea and I might have done It's a Wonderful Life, but I can't remember when we did a few Christmas. But this and so he's my favorite actor and has been since I was young. But this and Rope are probably my two favorite. Jimmy
It's interesting.
Stewart.
Both of them, he's aged up in an old man makeup, and he delivers a monologue over a closed box.
Well, he was aged up less in the old man makeup than he was aged down in the young man wig.
He always looks like an old man, though.
Yeah. Well, he was 53 when this was shot, which...
Yeah, exactly. George Bailey's supposed to be, in his early 20s?
Yeah. Rance was also supposed to be in his 20s. He was fresh out of college when he went to the town. So Jimmy Stewart, we have discussed before. In Rope, I think that's a monthly movie, right? I think so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we just did
series.
it like 6 months ago.
Yeah. But yeah, for those of you on the main feed who haven't heard of monthly movies, only costs you $1. Patreon.com/harmless entertainment. Jimmy Stewart is one of the greatest leading men of all time. Do yourself a favor, watch Vertigo, watch Rope, if you haven't, watch It's a Wonderful Life, The Man Who Knew Too Much, Rear Window,
Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Harvey.
Anatomy of a Murder. Philadelphia Story. He's incredible.
How long before this was Mr. Smith Goes to Washington?
Oh, that was
like 15 years.
15 years. When was Mr. Smith Goes to Washington? 30. No, 39. It was 23 years earlier.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
This is Mr. Smith coming back.
Yeah, Mr. Smith came back from Washington.
I know.
I remember seeing Jimmy Stewart on the Johnny Carson show in the 80s.
He was hilarious on the Johnny Carson show. He would read his poetry.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right.
Didn't he die in the late 90s?
97. He lived until 1997.
Yeah, I remember seeing him on TV a lot.
He was born in 1908, which, I mean, he was only 31 years old when he made Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
Wow.
His first film role was The Murder Man in 1935 when he would have been 28.
Superhero fatigue isn't real. See? Murder Man.
Murder Man.
See? Moon Pilot.
Moon Pilot.
They're there. You just didn't know. Yeah.
Moon Pilot 100% sounds like a C-list Marvel character.
Or like a Korean Sunday morning cartoon character, like that turns into a robot.
Right.
Like, why is he called Moon Pilot? Because the power of the moon.
Yeah.
Right, and like the 1970s dubbing sounds like, oh no, Moon Pilot's heading out.
Go, Moon Pilot.
And Jimmy Stewart's last film?
Jimmy Stewart's final film.
I got it.
Tell us, Al.
American Tail, Five Goes West.
That's right. His last, and it was a voiceover. What was his last on-screen performance?
As Fievel. In the first one.
He did Five Alive.
Played a Russian mouse. He could do anything.
North and South, Book 2, Love and War.
Okay, that was on. Was that?
I think that's just the next one on.
Oh,
IMDb.
that. I think that's a miniseries, right?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, North and South Book 2. Oh, I mean, his last on-screen performance was a Civil War miniseries. His last. He did a bunch of TV stuff. He did an HBO film called Right of Way. He did Mr. Kruger's Christmas in 1980, which was a TV film. His last, what was it? Oh, here we go.
I forgot Mr. Kruger's Christmas existed. I used to think that because I'm young enough to remember that over Freddy Krueger, and would think Mr. Kruger's Christmas guy. Why is he killing people in their dreams? Like,
Suddenly he's Mr. Kruger.
His final they call me Mr. Kruger.
but there's a part of my brain that associates Jimmy Stewart with Freddy Krueger because of Mr.
That's
Kruger's
wild.
Christmas.
That's hilarious.
Because what year did it come out? 88, 89?
80. 1980.
Okay.
Just Jimmy
yeah.
Stewart with a claw. Oh, I just yeah.
Really?
You see,
Really?
Well, because
your dreams.
Freddy Krueger was one of those things that you would show up to grade school and talk about. You'd be like, "Oh man, my mom let me watch this movie, and I think I peed the bed because it was Freddy Krueger or whatever." You'd be like, "Mr. Kruger's Christmas guy? What are you talking about?"
I'm gonna gut you, bitch.
Because my family didn't let me watch anything besides Mr. Kruger's Christmas at that age.
Jimmy Stewart's final live-action role was in a Japanese film called The Green Horizon, in which he plays the old man. That was 1980. It came out, in 1980.
A Japanese language film,
I don't.
or like Japanese filmed and produced but distributed in America.
It has a Japanese name title. I have to assume that it was largely in Japanese. Maybe James Stewart didn't speak Japanese in it. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm picturing him reading Japanese phonetically from like a cue card.
Yeah. Like he's doing a Centauri Scotch ad.
Yeah, exactly.
More intense. Sounded like he said a lot more than that.
Yeah. John Wayne, aka Marion Robert Morrison. Marion Robert Morrison, born May 26th, 1907.
Corrupted an entire generation of men
Yeah.
to a macho bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
The damage that guy did.
Oh my God. Yeah. What he did to the boomers in the World War II generation as far as like what they thought a man should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Toxic
Chauvinism is masculinity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Bullying, bigotry. In the Searchers, he's the biggest racist there ever was. It's crazy. But he's always a hero.
Always.
Yep.
He was born in Iowa. His family moved to California in 1916. Glendale.
Yep. So a California kid as well.
Yep. He was 9 years old when they moved. So he basically grew up in California.
Right. No hard Scrabble, pioneer homesteading bullshit. Glendale.
Yeah. He was called his nickname was Little Duke as a kid because he never went anywhere without his dog Duke.
That's why. How lame.
Yeah.
That'd be like if my nickname was Gertie Goo Goo. That's what I call Gertie.
We named the dog Duke.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. You thought maybe it was some sort of tough nickname. It's not hard to get a dog to follow you around.
He was on the debate team, and he did play football. He was president of the Latin Society and wrote for the school newspaper, and he was a member of the Order of Demole, which is basically mini Shriners for teenagers in the early 1900s.
Nerd alert.
Yeah,
It's a service organization. Yeah. Doing
like-
Latin club and stuff. Interesting.
he didn't get into the U.S. Naval Academy because of poor grades. He went to USC where he played. He was a frat boy. He played football at USC until he broke his collarbone. And
What position did he play?
He played. I'm having a hard
Like a
time.
running back
finding
or
that.
something?
Doesn't say.
I mean, he's tall, but he's not that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't say what position he played. He didn't break his collarbone playing football. He broke his collarbone bodyboarding. Body
Oh my
surfing. Yeah.
God, that is so.
I
lame.
respect it, actually, though.
I respect it, but I just keep finding out how not tough.
Yeah.
Like Duke is because he had a dog.
Truly
Broke his
California.
collar. He was a football. Yeah, totally California.
Yeah. This could all be like Tony Hawk stories.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
exactly.
He's never poor.
This is in the early 20s. So because he broke his collarbone body surfing, he lost his scholarship and had to leave USC.
Hey, I will say this. You know who never broke their collarbone body surfing? Obama.
John
Sorry.
Ford.
Yeah.
Or John Ford.
Yeah.
He was sick with it, man. Ripping
like-
fucking mad waves.
He's like, waterboarding is a totally different thing.
He's like, hold my eye patch. I'll be right back.
Hold my eye patch. Dude, it's right before a fight, that would be the toughest and funniest thing to say.
Absolutely.
Also, to the surfing thing, really quick, we get so many dudes in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, the word dude.
Oh, the word dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A dude was a fake cowboy.
Yeah, which will like, but yeah, it's just fascinating that I'm like, is this where that came from? Having your
No.
Darth Vader villain say "dude"
I mean, not,
over and over and over again.
No, it wasn't coined in this.
not from this film, but westerns in general were the how dude became popular in 60s 70s parlance.
But the use of it in this movie is just really zingy. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
really like he's
Well,
shooting those things out like arrows. It's
That's what a
fascinating.
dude ranch was. It was where tourists from back
you
east
go
could
ride
come
the
and sit.
horses.
It wasn't
Yeah.
a working ranch, you know. They didn't.
Yeah.
They might have a few head of cattle, but yeah. So a dude was a
Yeah.
tenderfoot.
You ride in
tourist.
circles with a helmet on.
In the
That's
parlance
why-
of Marion's time, a poser.
That's why Sam Elliott says that line in The Big Lebowski
Yeah.
Which
about the dude's name. It's like,
it's not a name anyone
Yeah.
would self-apply.
yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
So
Yes, exactly.
So John Wayne had to leave USC because he lost his scholarship, but he was still good friends with the USC coach Howard Jones, who was also good friends with Tom Mix, the Western film star.
Yeah, he was huge.
Yeah. So
I know it was a football scholarship. You said he had bad grades, but it's just like, yeah, you can learn without your collarbone there, Marion.
Yeah,
Just
but
can't turn your neck as easily.
yeah, but his scholarship was athletic. So yeah.
I know, but he could
I
have been
wonder
doing.
if that, not to make excuses for John Wayne, but I wonder if that kept him from military service.
Maybe.
It might have. Yeah.
Because that can be a pretty bad injury. Collarbones are hard to heal.
But so he
But he may never have been an actor.
yeah, no, he wouldn't. He probably would have gone into professional football at the time. But so as a favor to Coach Howard Jones, Tom Mix convinced John Ford to hire John Wayne on as a prop boy and an extra. He on set met Tom Mix's friend Wyatt Earp, who was still alive in the 1920s, working and went to Hollywood to basically tell people what the West was like on Western film sets.
Yeah, like retired FBI agents and stuff. That yeah,
He's
a consultant.
Tom Wayne says his persona, the "Hey there, Pilgrim," all that, he says that is him basically doing an impression of Wyatt Earp.
Huh.
That's what he says.
This movie is where you heard the Pilgrim.
That's what
thing.
he says. Yeah.
That's what he says. Yeah. Yeah. That
I mean, it's
gives
a whole
you some cred.
affect, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, Wyatt Earp was kind of a cock.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and he went to Hollywood to
Right.
to tell them what the West was like. He 100% was coming in there like, I'm a real Western guy.
Yeah, putting on the airs. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, so
As Josh was just saying, this is the first movie where he says Pilgrim.
Pilgrim. Yeah, this is where that comes from, which I think
Thanks for saving my life, Pilgrim.
I think I saw Robin Williams' impression of John Wayne, which features the word Pilgrim heavily, before I ever saw a John Wayne film, probably when I was a kid.
Well, yeah, Robin Williams, but that was just, I don't know. That was just the catchphrase. I feel like I heard it in cartoons as well.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
Bugs Bunny pretended, just sounded like a catchphrase when I was younger.
Yeah.
Howdy, Pilgrim.
Hey,
It
Pilgrim.
really, it's the way that he says it too. Just the most interesting word. I
Well,
think
because
he's
there's like
ever uttered.
there's almost like a glottal stop in the middle. Hey, Pilgrim.
Yeah. Oh, bro. Yeah. What?
Pilgrim.
And Rance is essentially a pilgrim.
Yeah.
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 He's making his pilgrimage to tame the Wild West.
So he started getting more bit parts. He and John Ford hit it off, and John Ford started casting him in slightly larger and larger films. His first on-screen credit was Duke Morrison, which he only used once. That was in 1929.
Way cooler than John Wayne.
Yeah. Yeah. It was suggested that he use Anthony Wayne after Revolutionary General Mad Anthony Wayne, but the Fox Studios chief said it sounds too Italian and suggested John Wayne.
Huh. Rose by any other name. What else could that guy be but John Wayne?
And that was for his first starring role in 1930's The Big Trail.
It was about a big trail.
Yeah, the trail was large, and
It took a long time.
yeah, he was 23 years old. It was his first leading role, and he starred with Tyrone Power Sr.
Oh, I didn't know there was a senior.
Yep, he was silent. He was a vaudevillian and silent film star. That's crazy because
All right.
Tyrone Powers. I always thought it was
Also was the silent. Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
All right. Fuck John Wayne.
Yeah. So, anyways, obviously, that's So, just to quickly, some of his biggest films, other than The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, The Searchers, Red River, True Grit, was his kind of like his late career, gritty,
Comeback.
realistic. Yeah, and he won an Academy Award for that one.
And it got a sequel.
Yes.
Green Berets.
Yeah, he made fantastic
Military
films.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah. The
There's
Quiet
no
Man,
denying.
The Longest
There's nothing
Day,
wrong.
The Shootist was his final film. Yeah. He died of stomach cancer in 1979.
And the urban legend rumors is so his last film production was that Genghis Khan movie, The Conqueror or whatever, but they filmed it entirely around these nuke testing sites in Nevada.
Oh, yes.
An insane amount of the crew got cancer.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They were downwind for 3 or 4 shots.
And within less than a decade of testing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This wasn't, it's not like White Sands where we cleaned it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was we're still using it, but you guys can film here.
Yeah, exactly. Vera Miles stars as Haley Stoddard.
The lovely Vera Miles.
Yeah, absolutely. Very lovely Vera Miles. She was also in The Searchers, of course. John Ford had a stock company that he used a lot of. Jimmy Stewart, John Wayne, Vera Miles, they were all part of this stock company.
Andy Devine.
Yep. She played Lila Crane in Psycho.
Sure did. And for some reason, Hitchcock hated her, but used her constantly.
Yeah, Hitchcock hated everybody, I feel like.
Well,
Except maybe Jimmy Stewart, who he also used constantly.
And he liked the women.
He did. He loved the ladies.
Vera Miles got pregnant, and he got mad at her.
Some of her other bigger credits include Hellfighters in 1968, The Wrong Man from 1956, Tarzan's Hidden Jungle.
As opposed to
The jungle everyone knows about.
his public jungle.
Yeah.
His chain of themed restaurants.
Lee Marvin stars as Liberty Valance.
Tucson stalwart, Lee Marvin.
Yeah. He died.
Really?
He died in Tucson, Arizona in 1987. He lived
here most of his life. My dad was a world-class bullshitter, but usually his anecdotes were true. But back in the early 80s, like 1980, he worked, it had to be 80 or 79 because we moved out here then. But he worked for 7-Up. He was a distributor, and twice a week he would deliver this Circle K on the north side, and every morning Lee Marvin would come in for his paper and coffee, and he would always say, "Hello, Mr. Marvin. Hello, Mr. Marvin." No, never any response. And he blocked the door one day with the hand truck full of soda. "Good morning, Mr. Marvin." Yeah. Still push past him. Yep, you could have seen him around town.
Yep. In the 1980s, a grumpy old dude. He also died. He died of lung cancer. He was buried at Arlington because he did serve.
Yeah.
In World War II. He was a Marine.
Pacific then?
Let's see Pacific Theater.
Marine, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, he was.
That's why he's a grumpy old man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was wounded in action in the Battle of Saipan.
He was deep.
Yeah.
In the
Pacific Theater was gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
The Russians took care of the Nazis. We like those newsreels making it look like, but it was Japan. That's where we got fucking hammered.
He held the rank of corporal, but finally, after being wounded and under medical treatment for a year, he was discharged as a PFC because he was demoted for troublemaking.
Yeah. Conduct unbecoming of an officer.
Left in the hospital just bullshitting for, nothing to do.
Yeah.
Damn.
And he's perfect. He's so perfect in this. And it's not just his performance. He embodies the metaphor that Liberty Valance is. And it's just such a modern performance. You know what I mean?
Yes. Such a
He's
modern.
Darth Vader. He's Thanos. He's like
he's a Tarantino villain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's real.
Yeah.
Speaks in a vernacular.
Let's see. He's probably known best for The Dirty Dozen, I feel like, at this point, or Paint Your Wagon. But also, one of his later big roles would have been in Gorky Park in 1983, and of course, Delta Force in 1986 was his final role.
Oh, he was in Delta Force.
Yep.
But yeah, The Dirty Dozen probably.
Oh, Cat Ballou. But yeah, Dirty Dozen's the one.
Yeah, Cat Ballou was cute, and Paint Your Wagon was wild.
Yeah, Paint Your Wagon was great with Clint Eastwood. and Lee
And Lee
Marvin.
Marvin
Just like,
singing.
gonna paint
It's
your
so good,
wagon.
though.
I don't know any of the songs from Paint Your Wagon. But,
They called the wind Mariah. As a
Matt Ballou won him an award, an Academy Award, Best Actor.
from
yeah.
the U.S. PCA.
Do you say USDA?
PCA. The cat. All the cats voted.
He got his start acting because he was working as a plumber's assistant in Woodstock, and was working at an artists' colony, an acting, one of those like early actors colonies that were popping up on the East Coast there in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah, the whole Woodstock Catskills area. Yeah. Famously artists.
Yeah, he was a plumber's assistant, and an actor was sick during rehearsals, and they said, "Hey, you're handsome. Want to try acting?"
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, then he opened his mouth and said something, and then he went, "Holy shit, you're hired, man! What have you been doing over there this
He's
whole
like,
time?"
My bar mitzvah's this weekend.
Yeah. Then
Why don't you come?
he moved to Greenwich Village. He was like, "Wow, I like acting." Moved to Greenwich Village, and using the GI Bill, studied at the American Theater Wing.
Wow.
Dope.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of reminds me of Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Very method. You think because of his distinct look that he's the same character all the time, but he's not. Ron
Yeah.
Perlman is a good example. You think you're just seeing Ron Perlman because that face is that face, but he acts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he
like
does.
Michael Rooker. They're not the same guy every time.
He got his start. He started doing theater in New York, and then started doing television, because in the early 1950s, television was based primarily in New York, whereas film was more in Hollywood.
And television was live stage.
Eventually it was essentially plays that they filmed.
Right. So there was a theater community in New York as opposed to Los Angeles.
And he was on a lot of those things.
Crafts Entertainment Hour or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of the anthology television things where they just did a play every week.
Yeah, I'm sure he's in the Twilight Zone, right? I don't know.
No,
but
this was
I
earlier
could
than
see
Twilight
that.
Zone. Yeah, he was already in film by Twilight Zone time. No, he was in The Grave in 1961. And
All right, I swore I saw him, but my brain is so unreliable.
You're absolutely right. He was in The Grave, which is...
Did you hear that, honey? I'm right.
It's a Western.
I knew I liked you.
Yeah.
Can you fix the car? No, but I remembered Lee Marvin was in the Twilight Zone.
It seems to be like it's a Western that also has like ghosts. So that episode.
There was a lot of awesome Western Twilight Zone episodes.
Yeah.
The West is such an easy metaphor, and we'll get into it. But yeah,
his feature film debut was "You're in the Navy Now" in 1951, which also was the debut of Charles Bronson and Jack Warden. It's funny, these guys that were like that I remember from my youth, who were like grizzly tough guys. Charles Bronson, Clint Eastwood, Lee Marvin, like these guys, even like Brando and stuff. Like, I forget how early they started. Like, they were in movies in like the 40s and 50s.
yeah. And then, like you said, TV. Clint Eastwood was on what was it?
Oh, yeah, he was on
not Gunsmoke. Was it Gunsmoke?
No, it wasn't. It Bonanza.
Valley.
Bonanza.
No.
Was it Bonanza?
Deep Valley.
It was Gunsmoke. You're right. It was Gunsmoke.
Yeah. So, like, he was already a television star before he even went to movies.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, that's a little drawn. Leonardo DiCaprio's character, a little bit drawn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously, this going to Italy to make westerns.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he worked. He worked with Brando in The Wild One, which
Yeah, Lee Marvin was totally in that.
Yeah. I always forget that the motorcycle gang in that are called the Beatles.
Yeah.
Two E's. It was the 50s.
Yeah. The Ladybugs.
Well, which very well
The
could have
Van Buren
inspired
Boys.
the Silver Beatles to become a rock and roll band.
Yeah,
you know?
the legend goes that John, because of Buddy Holly and the Crickets, took the Beatles from the Wild One and Johnny and the Silver Beatles.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, but imagine how badass that movie was. Like, imagine being like 16 or 15 and seeing Wild One.
1953 it came out. 1953.
What are you rebelling against? What do you got?
Yeah.
Like, imagine how empowering. They probably lit the lobby on fire.
Yeah, what do you got?
Like, yeah, exactly. What do you got?
Yeah.
He's
Freaking. He was also in the Cade Mutiny. Yeah, Lee Marvin. Let's see. Edmund O'Brien as Dutton Peabody, newspaperman.
Eddie O'Brien.
Yep. He won 2 Oscars. He was like an actor's actor.
Yeah.
Let's see. He Barefoot Contessa. He won an Academy Award for, as well as 7 Days in May. Barefoot.
Yeah, and he just chews it up in this movie.
Absolutely chews it up. Yeah. He was in the 1939 Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is a pretty good movie. 46.
That's the one that they took and did like rotoscoping stuff for the movie, right? The Disney animated one. Because remember they were like,
maybe. I think so. 39 was the one I knew. That was like Hunchback that I knew. Like
I'm not Tirana. No, wait, that's that, right?
I am a human being. Yeah. No, wait, that's Elephant Man. That's Elephant Man.
That's the Elephant Man. That's why I stopped myself.
Damn it. No, this was Charles Lawton played Quasimodo, but
yes, Charles Lawton, totally.
Yeah, Maureen O'Hara played Spanish
Esmeralda.
Maureen O'Hara.
Well, she's Romani.
Yeah. But
not Catherine O'Hara. The Esmeralda.
Right.
Was a Spanish person.
But yeah, that was one. It was one my dad saw as a kid. So when video cassettes were invented, he recorded a copy, and so I watched it as a kid.
Dude, look into Charles Lawton's work, man.
Oh, fucking Charles Lawton, yeah. Andy Devine plays Marshall Link Appleyard.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
Our generation might have first noticed his voice as the Sheriff of Nottingham in Robin Hood, the animated movie.
Yep.
But last week when we were talking about this movie, my mind could only think of Slim Pickens,
who has a similar voice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
but Andy Devine, same.
It actually was Friar Tuck.
Is that who he was? Friar
That's
Tuck?
right,
Yeah.
Friar Tuck.
There you go.
Yeah.
And it was portly with that voice.
Yep. He got his start very early on. He was in a bunch of Roy Rogers movies. Stage.
I also know him from Pencil Thin Mustache by Jimmy Buffett. An autographed picture of Andy Devine.
That's right. He played Jingles in The Adventures of Wild Bill Hickok from 1951 to 1958. He was in the 1937 A Star Is Born. Let's see. He passed away in 1977. He was in something called Zebra in the Kitchen in 1965.
That's not where they go.
there's a horse loose in the hospital.
I will stomp you with my hooves.
And he also did Twilight Zone. Some Twilight Zone episodes. Some of his wow, dude did a lot of movies, but his last film was also a voice role in which he voiced a frog in The Mouse and His Child, an animated film I've never heard of.
His child. Mice famously have one baby.
Yeah. No, it's about a kid who owns a mouse, but the mouse is anthropomorphic, so he thinks he owns the kid.
So Stuart Little.
Yeah, basically. Oh my God! And before that, Whale of a Tale, Wonton Ton, the dog is. He did a lot of '70s voice work in animation.
His voice was very distinct.
Yeah. His last on-screen performance would have been as Amos Polk in The Over the Hill Gang Rides Again in 1970. Going down here, we've
If
got...
a title had Rides Again, it was usually fun.
yeah, absolutely. Ken Murray is Doc Willoughby. Not going to get too much into him.
Yeah. What about Pompey?
Yeah, that's the last one I'm going to mention. Woody Strode as Pompey.
Oh, so brilliant. God damn it.
He was one of the first black American players in the NFL in the 1950s. He was nominated for a Golden Globe for his role in Spartacus. He also served in World War II.
Wait, is he I Am Also Spartacus? Is he the first guy to speak up?
No,
is that where I
Isn't
recognize
that
him
Tony
from?
Curtis?
Is it?
No, it's not.
Let's see. Who did he play in Spartacus? He played the Ethiopian gladiator Draba. He has to fight Spartacus to the death. Draba wins, but instead of killing Spartacus, he attacks the Romans.
So it's kind of what's his name's character from Gladiator. I've never noticed.
Yeah.
Been able to say his
Jimon
name.
Hansu.
Yeah, brilliant actor.
Yeah.
But well, this dude kills it. Pompey's a fantastic character.
Pompey is great. Yeah.
Actually, there's no fat on this movie. Nobody's misused,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term.
Yeah, he let's see, he lived until 1994, and in his later years he did a lot of TV. He was on Dukes of Hazzard, Fantasy Island.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I bet he didn't break his collarbone gliding into a reef.
He did not. His final film was The Quick and the Dead in 1995.
Wow. We did that, yeah?
Nope. We have not.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Holy shit, we didn't?
Nope.
Talk about this Sam Raimi?
Sure didn't.
How the car's even in it?
Nope. We've talked about Sam.
I don't know if the world's a simulation, but I know that there's a parallel me existing doing the same mundane shit that I do, but slightly different. I swore we did that movie too.
We discussed it briefly in Darkman and the 3 Spider-Man movies we did. Oh, and
we've just talked about how awesome it is. I thought
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. We've done some
and Bubba Hotep
and
Bubba
Bubba
Hotep's
Hotep
the most. Yeah,
we did that. All right,
but
I accept.
So yeah,
I'm just glad that there's another one on the list because I've got one coming up later.
They're piling up. Holy shit!
Yeah, they are. So that's about it for the background. Wait, no, the making of the film itself. I got a few things here.
It's at least worth mentioning Lee Van Cleef.
Oh,
yes, that's true.
Thank you. Lee Van Cleef.
He's in Blazing Saddles.
Yeah. It was in the Dollars trilogy.
That's a great character actor.
Yeah, great character
Heat of the Night, is he in that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
It was for a few dollars more that made him continue acting. Like he was thinking of dropping out because he was just getting a lot of bit parts, and then he got Angel Eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then became like a sought after actor.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Fucking great on the screen.
He's like, I'll do it for a few dollars more.
Yeah. And then did like, a bunch of like 70s Westerns. And just real quickly, Strother Martin is the other gang member of Liberty Valance's gang. He's the one who's like gacked out of his mind.
Always smiling.
Just like, let's get him.
Yeah.
Very much the hyenas from Lion King.
Yeah.
Very much. He loves
Cheech and Whoopi.
Cheech and Whoopi together again.
Is he Cheech or is he Whoopi?
He's definitely Cheech.
The little one's Cheech, yeah.
Yeah, Whoopi was Lee Van Cleef for sure. To Lee Marvin's Jeremy Irons Scar.
Whoa. Let's reel it back in.
So, all right. So this was shot in black and white. At this point, John Ford had been shooting in color for a solid 15 years.
Yeah, man. The Searchers is Technicolor gorgeous.
Yeah, exactly. So John Ford claims this was by choice. He says, in black and white, you've got to be careful. You've got to know your job, lay your shadows properly, get your perspective right. But in color, there it is. Call me old-fashioned, but black and white is real photography. However, his director of photography said the studio wanted to make it cheap, and they said we couldn't make it if it was in color because we couldn't afford color film.
I think black and white serves it really well because the time jump.
Yeah. Not just that, but the climax of the movie. You know, the shadows exist for a reason.
Yeah.
If it's well lit and colorful, we would know who shot Liberty.
Yeah. Yes. And honestly, the color of the time was somewhat garish. Like,
yeah, right.
And him telling a story about going back in time and having it be in color, and it just would feel weird. Like, yeah.
And this is a full-on commentary of Manifest Destiny and the Old West, and before it got prettied up. Not literally, because this movie came out in the '60s, which is wild. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the West that's being depicted. Just territories full of mostly angry, horny men stealing and shooting from each other.
Exactly. So the studio also insisted that John Wayne be cast as Tom Donovan. Despite being friends and having worked together, John Ford got real pissed off at that.
Being told,
yeah. And apparently made filming absolute hell for John Wayne the entire time.
Like a pappy.
Yep. He taunted him about not being able to, about having to leave USC because
He taunted him.
Because Strode, Pompey's actor, played in the NFL, and he said he's a real football player, not like you, Marion.
That's what I said. He didn't break his collarbone on a reef.
And Jimmy Stewart. He would compare him to Jimmy Stewart to tear him down too, saying Jimmy served in the war.
He said
Lee Marvin was a Marine.
He said, how rich did you get while Jimmy was risking his life?
That's hardcore. Think about that in the context of, like, not Me Too, because I don't want to denigrate that, but just the he was a dick on set kind of like attitudes we have now. Like Tom Cruise yelled at people who were talking.
Yeah.
How dare he?
Yeah. Exactly.
John Ford bullied John Wayne.
I love that he's bullying John Wayne, though, of all actors in Hollywood to get bullied by a little old man.
Right, that's what I meant. He was this image of macho, of machismo, everything. And so is the character.
Yeah, but
Tom Donovan.
But later in filming, Jimmy Stewart also fell on Ford's bad side. When John Ford asked what he thought of Strode's costume, and Stewart said it looks a little Uncle Remusy to me. John got real mad and said, "What's wrong with Uncle Remus?" and called everyone together and said, "One of our players doesn't like Woody's costumes. I don't know if Mr. Stewart has a prejudice against Negroes, but I want you all to know about it."
That's hardcore.
God damn.
Yeah. And after that, John...
Actors just don't understand their job.
No. After that...
Yes, sir. Looks great, sir.
Read the lines. Try not to trip over the fucking furniture.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're director, you like this? Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
If you don't like what the king likes, you get beheaded.
John Wayne apparently
Simple.
after that said to Jimmy Stewart, "Welcome to the club. I'm glad you made it."
It was a test of wills.
Yeah. Apparently,
I bet he didn't bully Lee Marvin.
yeah. Apparently, there was one point. Yeah, no one bullied Lee Marvin.
A sailor and a marine.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, John Ford called John Wayne Woody. I don't know why, but yeah, just Woody. I'm not sure where that comes from, but
I don't. That was my guess because he does the same performance almost every time.
Yeah. Well, and the wooden cowboy, you know,
Yep,
you just
yes.
heard a wooden cowboy that
That's
sits
right.
outside a bar on the porch.
I wonder if that's where Toy Story's
that makes-
Woody comes from. John Ford.
Well, and again, because a Woody is a wooden cowboy,
Yeah.
just sitting outside a bar or whatever, like a
That's a
wooden
good point.
Indian kind of thing.
Yeah.
But Spielberg would have known that.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
John
about this-
Ford called him that, and
that detail.
Spielberg had as much to do with Toy Story as anything.
Yeah.
John Wayne and Strode almost got in a fight because some horses were giving trouble, and John Wayne got mad at him for trying to help. But
He's like, I'll break your collarbone again.
yeah, but Strode said that John Ford was the cause for all the friction on set. He said, "What a miserable film to make."
You could tell that John Wayne is unhappy most of that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of his movies, I feel like.
Yeah. Like you could tell that like the moment they cut, he's just like, like steaming off, running off to his trailer or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as we mentioned earlier, Bacharach and David wrote a song called "The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance," which became a top 10 hit for Gene Pitney.
I thought it was Marty Robbins. I have a version of him doing it.
There were a
Yeah,
lot.
I saw Marty Robbins' version too. Yeah.
There were a lot of versions done.
Wow, Gene Pitney, The
Yeah.
Town Without Pity.
Yeah, Marty Robbins, Jimmy
Didn't
Rogers.
Bacharach write "Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head" too?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
So it's
Bacharach and David, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this was recorded by a lot of people after Gene Pitney. Jimmy Rogers, James Taylor, as Josh mentioned, Marty Robbins. It was
So
kind of
it has
became-
an explainer song.
Yeah, exactly. The band, the Australian punk band Regurgitator, recorded it in
I'm looking that up
1998.
as soon as we're done.
They had a whole album called Tahal and Bacharach. Oh no, I'm sorry, it was a tribute album, a 90s tribute album, and Regurgitator is the one that did The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
The Helen Bacharach. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, that's about it for the background on The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
But yeah, I'll just say one last thing. I mean, there are some shots in this, the black and white. There's no question. I don't care what the reason. Even I don't know if anybody else noticed, but like Jimmy Stewart holding the gun at the very end when the gun finally catches the light. He gets a shimmer off the gun. It's almost like a magic hour kind of. Like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, the lighting is.
I thought someone was pointing a light at it from offset. Like, there's got to be a way to like angle that to where it's just
or a mirror.
perfectly lined up. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's almost like Kubrick's Barry Lyndon. You know, there's a lot of natural light being used, and it's very key because the Old West was dark. You know, you went home and you closed all the shutters.
Yeah,
got even more lawless at night.
Yeah, absolutely. It has 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. Siskel and Ebert weren't reviewers in 1962, so this was not done by them. I've got a couple. I looked up a lot of Letterboxd reviews for this, and all of the 5 stars, 4 stars are very like a great American Western, and like to talk about themes and all of that. So I got a couple 1-star reviews just to see what the people that didn't like it had to say. Mm-hmm. And besides all of the film students who thought it was boring, it
is.
Yeah, I got a couple
for a lot of it.
Sure, yeah. I found it interesting that it takes place over like 6 individual like real time 20-minute increments. Like it's not one of those ones that's spread out and then there's a montage and it's just 6 20 minutes of time linked together. But Letterboxd user Rakila writes, Hamilton's better.
We know who shot.
We know who shot Hamilton.
The Aaron Burr story.
The man who shot Alexander Hamilton. Yeah. It was Aaron Burr. It was never a mystery.
All along.
Yeah.
The butler did it.
And then Letterboxd user Thomas Image writes, if Tom married Ransom, he'd be Tom Stoddard. Isn't that crazy?
A little. You have to know about playwrights.
Yeah, exactly. That is about it, guys. Are you ready to jump into the movie itself?
What kind of man are you?
Charge it to the Shinbone Post.
That's true.
The
This is news. Your news, I'm news, everything's news.
Yeah, if it happens, it's news.
Nothing happens here. I'm writing it down.
Oh, shit, I'm writing that down.
I'm writing down that I'm writing it down.
I pooped. Did you poop? I'm writing that down. I'm glad we had this conversation.
All right, here we go. This is The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. We open on a long credit sequence, signposts. It was by agent demand that John Wayne's signpost was higher up than Jimmy Stewart's.
Of course.
It makes sense, though. Celebrity aside, it makes sense because he is, again, truly the man who shot Liberty Valance.
He is the title character. Yes.
And if you were going to see a
also the
Western in
protagonist.
62, this is why.
He's the protagonist of the story.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
No, he absolutely is.
Yeah.
I mean, the title is him, you know.
Rance is just a storyteller.
Yeah. It wants you to think that Rance is the protagonist, but no, it is not. He is not.
It's really neat. It's really clever.
Mm-hmm. Well, and Rance, I mean, Liberty Valance is the antagonist, but not really. Rance is the antagonist to Tom's protagonist. Liberty Valance is the force that is
conflict.
Causing, the conflict. Yeah. So then we cut to a railway station.
No, we cut to an image of the train.
Yes.
Coming into Shinbone, which is very symbolic because the story takes place pre-railroad, at least in that area, not pre-railroad invention. But so he's coming back to a new West.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they never mention what state it is.
No.
It seems there's some fake saguaros, but that doesn't mean anything. Even though saguaros would have only been in Arizona as far as something that became a state.
I mean, technically it could be anywhere west of Louisiana.
Yeah, but
it is desert.
It is desert. Cactus blossoms they're talking
Yeah.
about.
It is
Desert's
desert.
pretty.
There are saguaros again, which are native, as far as in the United States go, only to Arizona.
The Sonoran.
The Sonoran Desert. The
I
picket.
have a theory, but go ahead.
Well,
Thoreau.
the Picket Wire River, was the Purgatoire River in southeastern Colorado.
Okay.
Is known as the Picket Wire River. If we
It
take,
feeds into the Arkansas,
yeah, so
in the Arkansas River.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so then that would mean New Mexico, maybe,
Or southern Colorado.
or southern Colorado, but they're talking about most people are south of the Picket Wire. It could be either Arizona, Colorado, or New Mexico from context clues.
The Purgatoire, which led into the Picket Wire Valley, was in southeastern Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
It was still
Yeah. So yeah, and the Picket Wire Canyon.
part the western edge of the plains.
And the northern edges of the Sonoran Desert. So, I mean, they don't have saguaros in Colorado, but there wasn't the state derivations yet. That's the point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it could be South Colorado, northern New Mexico.
And in 1962, they didn't care. I mean, that's why there's.
Well, it's not important to this story.
It really isn't. It's just the state. But also, like in 1962, you just put a saguaro cactus anywhere you wanted it to be the desert in a movie.
Of course.
Yeah.
But John Ford knew.
Which is why I find that's the Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons are hilarious because it's Monument Valley with saguaros, which saguaros do not grow in Monument Valley. Nowhere near it. That's 200 miles away.
Another context clue at the very end when they're on the train, the conductor says they're headed for Junction City.
Oh, that's Colorado.
There's a Junction City, Kansas. So if they're heading back east to DC, to Washington. There's also a Junction City in Arkansas. So either one on the way, but Kansas makes more sense.
Yes, Kansas was the railroad hub.
Yeah.
That's where St. Louis,
Yeah.
gateway to the west, but yeah, Kansas City.
No matter what, they specifically make the choice not to say what state in order just to keep it vague. Yeah.
But again, it doesn't serve any, it could have been anywhere, at that time. There was that's where lawmen kind of, the Wyatt Earps got started, is we have this asshole and we need someone to get in between us and the asshole. We don't know.
I really like the choice to not name a place, a real place, because it helps with this is a fictional tall tale that's really a moral tale that's more complicated than it seems on its face. Mm-hmm. And if we're like, oh, but did this happen? They've already lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, was this a true thing? Like, yeah, it happened all the time. I'm sure is kind of the idea.
Yeah.
The way that I interpret that veiling, it's like Springfield kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it further illustrates the point that Ransom's trying to bring law and order to a place that doesn't even have borders.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like he's bringing his books to where it's just like, no, we use rivers and canyons. This is how we decide who gets what.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes it more frontier by having it not have a name too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so when
just the territories.
When it starts, yes, the train pulls in. Rance and Hallie get off the train, arriving in Shinbone. This is probably early 1900s, around 1910 or so. When they flash back, it's probably to about the 1880s.
But yeah, World War I hasn't happened for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. They're met by old friend Link Appleyard. With a name like Appleyard, you have no choice but to talk with that accent.
Yeah. The Marshal.
Yeah. He was the marshal, but as he says, no one's elected me marshal in a long time. In a coon's age, he says.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a dog's age. 7 years.
Dog's age. Yeah.
But it was the same expression.
Yeah.
Which is short.
Yeah.
In either case.
Yes.
15 years if you're lucky.
Yeah. On their way into town, they get They get stopped by reporters from the local paper. They want to talk to the senator, so he goes to talk to them while Link takes Hallie out to show her around town. They head out to an old burned down house, find some cactus blossoms. When they get back, they go to a funeral parlor where they meet the senator and an old friend named Pompey.
This opening sequence is so interesting because they did such great care to that house and the cactus flowers and like leaning on the like, you should see the cactus flowers and all this stuff. And that's what they look like. We're all in the Southwest. So you see these giant patches of pad cactus in places that have kind of been left abandoned. And it just felt very real, which is cool to see. And it didn't feel like looking at a Wizard of Oz kind of set piece.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it
cool.
wasn't. That's, we mentioned that just sticking a saguaro somewhere. He didn't do that. John Ford didn't use a fake saguaro.
But he did. He did, though, because this was shot in California. The studio didn't give him the money to go to go on location.
That's true.
Which is interesting because there's only one real outdoor location shot, and it's at what's his name, Donovan's ranch.
Yeah, his house.
Everything else is indoors or
everything
obscured
else
by night.
Is on a set. Yeah. It's almost a bottle story in a way, but I mean it's not because it takes place over multiple times, but it's almost like a just series of
several rooms.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of a fuck you to people who think that Westerns are grand vistas.
Right. It's all about riding a horse over a beautiful sunset.
Yeah.
And it's like he's like holding our faces at the like morality being like, no, this is the thing you're supposed to be looking at.
Right.
Well, and also he's also illustrating there was a certain that Horatio Alger go west young man like shit. It's almost like Australia being mostly convicts. The West was first populated by people who couldn't hack it in society. That could not. They were either criminals or just could not fucking do it.
Yeah.
So we weren't sending our best people.
They weren't grand, brave, courageous adventurers.
Yeah.
No.
Well, and civilization doesn't show up with a post office and a sheriff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it shows up as a dude who's like, I'm gonna
with a gun.
Yeah.
This is mine. I built a fence.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna stay here. I've got some cows. So now you can't come over here anymore.
And who's gonna stop me?
Uh-huh.
That was the anthem of the West.
Yeah.
Not don't tread on me.
Yeah.
Who's gonna stop me?
Yeah. So they at the funeral parlor, the reporters demand a story from the senator. They're real demanding. A senator now would be like, "Fuck you." I don't know.
That's why it was a big deal.
And
the Undertaker.
I think it's interesting to the Americanism of the whole movie of him being like teaching at school out of a newspaper and teaching about the country. The press being like, "No, you're a senator. I can demand this of you." Was interesting. As annoying as that is, that's kind of true, though. He's like, I have a responsibility to tell the people
he does.
you're here.
I'm saying that like that was what we thought was happening. Now the senators are like, I don't owe you shit.
Yeah.
Well, and it is an allegory for even our time now. Like, what is news and what is objective reality? And now it is the storyteller. Whatever talking head is talking at that moment, that's what the decided truth is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's I get to not just print the legend, but I am the news because I get to tell you the news. Only some of us do. Not everybody. So it's a big deal because this guy, his information is super important.
Well, and they show the nuance of that choice, too, of the judge granting leniency kind of idea where the press is like, oh, well, spoiler alert for the movie, but like, oh, maybe I shouldn't print this is also within the press's like realm of responsibility to that narrative or whatever, which is a spooky idea.
Right. What they decide not to print is as important as what they do decide to print.
Yeah. Well, and 60 years later, we can see how that pans out
Yeah.
Yeah.
in many
What-
ways.
What is considered lawlessness?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we literally have a president who, if you say something mean about him, he will threaten the Justice Department.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's wild.
So yeah, he begins telling the story of what happened 25 years ago.
Because that's just an old man with no next of kin in a plain pine wood box.
Mhm.
The Undertaker even stole his boots. That's some shady ass shit.
Yeah.
So
They
yeah,
were nice boots. They were new.
he wasn't going to use them.
Yeah.
That he hasn't had a gun. He hasn't worn a sidearm in years and years and years. But
Mhm.
in Rance's mind, Shinbone still just a place for badasses.
Right. And that's not it anymore. It's
Nope.
become modern.
He brought the law and it stayed.
Yep. We cut back in time to a carriage traveling at night.
Not a railroad.
Not a railroad, it's a carriage. It was a territory at that time, not a state. The carriage gets stopped by highwaymen and robbed.
Stand and deliver.
Mm-hmm.
That's an old Irish, highwayman thing. Love it. It's in a lot of Irish ballads.
Yeah.
I immediately responded with, "What is calculus?"
Yep. You were Edward James almost there.
They make the passengers get out, take their valuables. Young lawyer, Rance, fresh out of law school. This 23-year-old fresh-faced kid.
Ready to body surf.
Yeah. He defends a woman. He gets beaten by the gang leader, Liberty Valance.
With a bullwhip.
Yep.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, that'll.
Silver tipped. He had it customized.
Hell yeah, he did. You
Yep.
know, guys who think they're badass and their knife collections and
Mhm.
shit. So their swords and whatnot. I had this special made. There's no doubt in my mind you had it special made.
Yeah. There's a dragon on it. Of course you did.
Yeah. It's got your family crest, some Funyuns, Mountain Dew Code Red. I love that Liberty literally picks up a law book and tears it apart
Yeah.
to show everyone, you're in the wrong place, homie.
Yeah, that's not.
Oh, you gonna arrest me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he gets left on the side of the road. His gang. This is the first time his gang members are like, dude, that's enough.
I know.
He's
he's just a kid.
he's barely out of high school.
Look at him. He's 19.
He's fresh faced. So
But yeah.
he gets left on the side of the road. They pull the lead horses off the carriage, so it'll have to take a while for it to get to town.
Chico, cut the leads.
Yep. And they send him on their way, but leaving Rance there by the side of the road. We cut to some time later. Tom and Pompey have Rance on the back of their wagon. They found him or taken him into Shinbone, where Tom's lady friend Hallie is there at the Swedish-owned restaurant, which is where you take people that have been beaten to get some
A
gefilte.
hot cup of coffee and a moistened cloth.
Yeah,
That's all you needed.
That's what I kept saying. He's been beaten. Quick, wet his face.
Give him some coffee and a blanket.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
And some Swedish brandy.
Yeah, they do
Yep.
put some brandy in there. But
Don't forget, there aren't that many places in town.
No, there aren't. There's not like a hospital. There's not like a place the doctor works out of. The doctor just kind of goes wherever people have been beaten.
Which is everywhere. But again, it's open range. So yeah, there's the saloon. The cowboys come into town, they get totally hammered, and then they stagger over to Denny's or Waffle House.
Yeah. There's the saloon, the steakhouse, the newspaper, and that's about it. And where the Hispanic community has
The cantina.
The cantina. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no church or school
No.
because those are the two
yet.
developments after the railroad.
In fact,
They
the
mentioned
first
to him.
the first shot of Lake Appleyard is sort of shot from below, and there's the big church standing behind him, the church that never existed before.
There is a general store.
Yeah, it's dry goods. It's gotta be.
So they're they, like I said, they nurse Rance's wounds through wet cloths, coffee and brandy, and a blanket.
He doesn't drink.
No, he doesn't want the brandy.
Is he like a Quaker or something?
Or just the sober mind is the sharp mind, but
Yeah.
maybe. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of talk of God.
No.
A lot of talk of law.
Yeah.
Yeah. He finds out.
Because Rance's argument is not a moral argument.
No, he's just like,
He wants to see Liberty hang. Wants to see him dead. But just by the law.
yeah. He's a by the book kind of guy, but he's not like turn the other cheek.
No.
So the marshal shows up, Link Appleyard. He doesn't want to stop Liberty because he's scared of him. Tom tells
There's
him.
only one jail cell. The lock is broken and he sleeps in it.
Yep.
Yet he obviously has a Mexican wife.
Yes.
And he goes home sometimes.
And has a
He's
lot of
got
kids.
like 9 kids. Yeah. He's got
I interpreted that he just took care of all of the undesirable orphan kids in town.
no.
But he's actually their father. Is
He found a quiet Mexican lady that was dumb enough to marry a marshal.
He single-handedly populated that town too, because there's like 30 kids in that room.
Yeah.
Yep. He's just big and fat and makes kids and eats off of everyone's dime.
Living his best life.
Absolutely.
He's like a goddamn cat. Is what he is. Big, fat, and makes kids.
Yep.
Tom says Liberty Valance only understands force. It's the law of the West. Who's stronger? Says that Liberty's the toughest guy around after Tom himself.
He's the second hottest guy in school.
Second hottest boy in school.
He did that movie, whatever the fuck it's called.
Some Christmas movie. I don't even remember.
Oh, that had a gay version and a
Yeah,
straight
Canadian
version.
homophobia. I'm
That's
sorry.
right.
There was the gay Canadians and the straight Americans. Yeah.
Yes.
And but the second hottest boy in school was in both versions. So
And
both
Christmas
pretty
was
gay.
what's his face with the tan, George Hamilton.
George Hamilton was Santa. Yeah.
Gay Canadians versus straight Americans. That's modern World War II.
Kagayans. Anyways, we cut to some time later.
Al's dropping his head, everyone.
Yeah, we've disappointed Al.
It is funny. All right.
We cut to some time later. Rance is washing dishes for room and board at the steakhouse. He learns that Hallie can't read. He offers to teach her. Marshall,
So that's another thing. I'm sorry, of how out of touch we're at. It does. He's befuddled that there is a lack of education and that there's even a lack of interest in education.
yeah.
He just takes for granted that the West is populated with educated people.
Yeah, exactly. That everyone had the same opportunities he had.
And wanted them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what good is it to teach a lady to read?
That ain't gonna help her make no babies or make me food.
Yeah, I think Nora says something there. All right.
So, he, the marshal comes in, he gets his free food. They have the board where they keep Xing how many times he's gotten a free meal. He eats a lot of food too. It wants a couple of those steaks, a bunch of potatoes, no beans though. Then Tom comes. He brings Hallie a cactus blossom. They plant it out back. Liberty and his gang show up. And
I like when Liberty gets dressed up.
Yeah, he's
got his scallop vest.
Going out on the town. Like, I gotta look good.
To be a dick. Yeah.
Gold detail on everything.
Yeah.
I chose violence and fashion.
like so many teen girls.
Like so many.
That's all they know when they're like 13 and 14. They only know violence and fashion.
It's true.
Emotional violence, a lot of it, but still. They're cutting remarks.
Hair pulling.
Yeah. Rance is bringing out the Tom's steak, and Liberty trips him. And he
first he emasculates him by pointing out that he's being a waitress.
Yeah, exactly. Then trips him. Tom.
Meanwhile, all these men are going to go camping nuts to butt later out in the desert.
It ain't gay if you're in a tent.
Yeah. Cowboys are so fluid. Yeah. It would blow John Wayne's hat off.
Yeah. So then Tom steps in because it was his steak, he says, but he's standing up for Rance because he's the good guy. Liberty's literally wearing the black hat, only black hat in the movie.
He's standing up for Rance, but he's standing up for the entire room, He's also a vibe killer. He's not just a man killer. He's a vibe killer.
Yeah, everyone was having a good time until Liberty showed up.
You're going to emasculate this dude? Well, I'm going to do the same. Pick up the steak. Some big steaks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I would.
God.
I would demolish one of those. Anyways.
Like my name was Appleyard.
Yeah, it was big.
I'll imprison that steak at least.
Yeah. Liberty eventually rants to break up the mood.
Be the bigger man.
Yeah, picks up the steak and says, "You're gonna kill each other for a steak. A measly little steak.
This is just a mistake. Oh, yeah, see the joke?
It's a mistake.
Boo.
Yeah, but
That's when the town turned on him.
Yeah.
He was like, I have to kill Liberty Valance now.
And Jimmy Stewart's like, well, see here. Just a minute.
It's no good now. It's on the floor.
These three voices, man, seriously are some of the best combination of voices I think we've ever gotten in a movie.
There's a lot.
Also, Applewood too. I forgot about him.
Yeah, there's some,
Andy Devine's voice.
Yeah,
some iconic voices happening here.
Yeah.
Anyways, Liberty leaves, throws some coins on the floor. Is like, I'll pay for your steak, and then goes out and just starts shooting into the air, riding around, being a dick.
I will say he plays Red Dead the same way that I do.
Yeah, he's always throwing around his stolen money, and I like the way people subtly react to that. Often throwing it back at him.
Yeah,
you're not a big spender. You robbed the fucking stagecoach last night.
Yeah, no, this is a movie about a guy who's just a dick.
Yep.
You robbed those three guys at their steak dinners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Remember when Richard Dick tried to take over the town?
He's dicks, man.
Yeah. Oh, there's several. Yeah. Yes. Howard Johnson is right about Rand Stoddard being right.
Gabby Johnson is right.
I'm not used to public speaking. These men.
The Dr. Gillespie killings.
Yeah. So,
Can you imagine hoof and mouth disease, a thing of the past?
so, after the restaurant closes, Tom tells Rance.
Oh, before the restaurant closes, at the end of that scene, a perfect example of foreshadowing when Rance angrily says, "Nobody fights my battles."
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Filmmaking. Then the restaurant closes. Tom.
And also, Tom is a badass, but he's really a badass with the help of Pompey,
Yeah. Pompey.
his man.
That is a classic Western thing, though.
Oh, for sure.
My boy in the window with the shotgun begs to differ
Yeah.
kind of thing. It's like,
I'm your Huckleberry.
yeah, exactly. Just,
But yeah, you're right. The Silverados.
Yeah.
shotgun from the side against those three guys. Yeah, he's got them dead to rights.
Unforgiven.
Yeah.
That's-
100%.
I do like that. What's his face? Liberty Valance tried to draw on him.
Yeah.
The feint out the door, and he's like, "Don't even try that shit, man! I'd have shot
The
you so
flinch.
fast." Yeah,
You know, the jock that waited for everyone to break up the fight right before it happened, but then throws in the last little flinch.
yep.
Just
Yep.
one last little punk ass move.
Yeah.
But again, it would have been Pompey that pulled the trigger before even Tom could draw.
Yeah. So Tom tells Rance again he needs to get a gun or get out of town. Mr. Peabody, who runs the newspaper, offers to let Rance work out of the newspaper office. Tom has to leave for a few weeks to take care of some ranching business.
Peabody loves the news.
He's all
He's
about
like,
the news.
Bro, you should make news inside my building. I would love that.
Yeah,
It would be an honor.
He'd be like, then
How
the
else
news
do you
would be the news.
This is so meta.
It's like, I get to write this in the newspaper also.
Yeah, well, it's hard to make a living where there is no news.
Yeah. Without news.
Imagine being Tom with weather and Shinbone.
It's like there's some clouds over there.
Cactus blossoms. I don't know.
The weather
You tell
yesterday was clear.
Yeah, it's not a
We'll see
weather
what happens.
forecast. It's a weather
Yeah.
recap of what happened where I personally was.
Yeah.
All right.
We cut to some time later. We're at the newspaper office. Rance shows up. He likes Peabody's story about the ranchers.
Well, he's been registering voters around the territory.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been out doing that work. He's so condescending to Mr. People. Like, you wrote this? Like, he's literally the newspaper man. But like, again, just like, wow, you simple folk. He's just very impressed.
I did like how impressed he was. I paused it and read a little bit of it, and it's pretty colorful for newspaper. I was like, that's actually kind of cool that they wrote a good like opening line.
But then you see him teaching, and he's way more haughty than he should be with the ideals that he's
He's
preaching.
a condescending motherfucker. He's like these.
He's suddenly a professor. He's the professor that he had to deal with
Culturally
as a
at the time,
19-year-old
but like in '62, that's what a good teacher was like a disciplinarian who like, is your head cold? No one smokes in here. Like,
remember,
information
was a commodity.
Yeah.
You had to go to people for information, aka teachers and professors, but you had to go to them and get their information.
They gave you a book, and that book contained the stuff you needed to know.
Yeah, that's all the law is. This is just a secret language that they wrote for each other. And if you have the patience to learn it.
Arcane spells. Yeah.
Yep.
But yes, you're right. In the 60s, that was what we view. Yeah, there's still that B.F. Skinner You know, like it's more about molding young minds than teaching people.
Yeah, this would be like him in a movie today. He'd have been like, "All right, everybody, sit on the ground. We're gonna finger paint and play with clay and shit." You know?
No, he feels so condescending. I don't know.
He flips a chair around, sits down. And he's like, you know,
he's all stand and deliver.
Shakespeare's like a song.
Rap music.
Yeah.
You drop a beat.
Yeah. I got your essay. I didn't finish it. It was pretty long. That's okay. I gave you an A anyway.
So yeah, he's teaching the kids and the ladies and Pompey in the back room about government and reading and writing.
And I'm sorry, speaking of like old people having to be young, they bring in that truant kid, the Huck Finn type. I was down fishing. We're supposed to believe he's high school age.
Yeah.
Like still old enough the truancy, or still young enough the truancy's an issue.
Yeah. No,
like that man should be at work.
Yeah. He's 25 years old. What's he doing in here?
Let him fish, I think.
Later, he gets kicked out of the vote, and they say to him, "You're too young to vote." And it's like,
be sitting on the bar. Yeah,
that man served 2 tours overseas. Get out of my face.
He built the railroad.
But also, like, you know, it's the 1800s. You live in a Western town. Fishing is probably the most productive thing you could be doing.
Right. Yeah, exactly. There's a truancy officer now.
Be like, if I fish, I can eat later. If I learn about the government, what the fuck am I going to do tonight?
Teach a man about the Constitution and he'll eat. No, he won't eat. And all the kids know the alphabet song.
Yeah.
Which, the lyrics to that song are the lyrics to every song.
That's hey.
Even right.
Yeah. But they sang.
Also, what's her name? Hallie doesn't know it.
Yeah.
She's working on it. They're all working on it.
It's an interesting point in her development where she's just like, watermelon, 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 watermelon. That's the trick. If you don't know the words, you just say watermelon and it looks like you're saying the right thing. But yeah, it's very weird. I was like, wow, they're like placing this flag in her development of her being like, yeah, I'm teaching the kindergartners, but I have not learned anything yet.
She's got a bell and she's got an attitude, so she's ready to roll.
She is in charge, though.
But student teaching, that's a good way to, you delegate responsibilities and you mentor them. What I love is that it's Pompey who says the first few lines of the Constitution, and he says he forgets the part
Declaration
of
Independence,
or the Declaration of Independence. Right. We the people. Yes, the pointless one.
It's attitude. It's all like, right, I guess.
He was right about the Constitution because
this is a strongly worded email.
Rance leads him in. Is like it's a document that needs to be changed from time to time. That's the Constitution, not the Declaration.
Right. Yeah. Because he mentions amendments-ish.
Yeah.
But my point being is that, he says he forgot the line, but I think Pompey can't even get himself to say all men are created equal.
Right. Because he's like...
Because Tom then barges in the room and is like, what are you doing? What are you doing learning stuff?
Exactly.
Well, Rance's line just after he says, I forgot that part. And Rance says, well, that's okay. A lot of people do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So John Ford, it's a commentary.
It was Ford taking the opportunity to make a comment.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget that part.
Then he
more than show that Pompey is exceptional,
But I feel like also he couldn't choke it out.
Yeah.
I think he knew the line.
That's
bring himself
honestly.
to say it.
And he mentions it was written by a man named Thomas Jefferson. And how many slaves did he free?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. Then Tom does show up. Says that Liberty Valance is working for the ranchers north of the picket wire now. They're trying to stop the vote from becoming a state, because if it becomes a state, then the ranchers won't be able to basically be in charge of everything. So he's
So do you guys remember that dude Ammon Bundy? Not that long ago, Trump's
Boy,
first
do
administration. Yeah,
Idaho man.
right. So the open range.
Mhm.
That's what the deal is. It's yeah, they want to be able to graze wherever they want, and this ignoring the government's property and private property.
I mean, open range is still a thing in some areas. I grew up in a town in Arizona where you'd have to stop because cows were crossing the roads, just grazing freely in public.
Well, and if you hit one, you have to pay the rancher.
Yeah, exactly.
There's still open range. It's part of why we don't have toll roads in Arizona.
Yeah.
The indigenous reservations and open range.
Yeah, and there's cattle guards on roads because this is where they want the open range to stop, and they don't want the cattle to go any further.
As a kid coming from Yuma to Phoenix for concerts, there's the back way, we call it, where you drive down Dead Cow Road, past Gila Bend. And many of my childhood friends have hit cows or almost hit cows or rolled over dodging cows on Dead Cow Road because it's that open grazing road. I forget what the number is, but it used to be the fastest way to Phoenix. It was like a back way.
Aravaca means dry cow.
Yeah. No, cows. I'm sorry, cows are dumb because like there, so many cows. I'd have to stop, wait for them to pass, and they'd like bump into the car. Like, whoa, what's that? Be like, it's right there. Just look up.
It would take so long.
Yeah.
They're dogs. They're no smarter than dogs.
I think they're dumber than a lot of the dogs that I've known.
Well, dogs are just a lot smarter because they spend a lot of time inside. They figured out how to get the snacks.
That's true. More observation.
That's true. That's
Experience.
true. Anyways, the ranchers have liberty. He's going to come and terrorize the citizens. Tom, when he's leaving, tells Hallie, "You shouldn't be learning either. You're a lady."
Yep.
And she tells him off. Then Rance leaves, and Peabody tells Hallie that he's going off to practice shooting because he gave him a small pistol to protect himself. Hallie lets Tom know that he's practicing guns. He's practicing doing guns. So
he's firearming.
Yeah. So Tom runs out, gets Rance, gets him to go back to his ranch with him. Tells him to stop flirting with his girl.
Yep.
I mean, that's what the whole thing is about. It's just he liked a girl, then a new boy came, and he's no longer the second cutest boy in school.
Well, when there was 25, 30 men to one woman.
Yeah, sure.
Well, and I mean, realistically, that's the big moral thing in this. It's not him killing Liberty Valance. It's allowing, them to go off and be married and not make a big stink out of it. Burn his fucking house down and be mad about it instead.
Yeah. Get so mad you burn down your own house. Good job,
Get
Randy.
therapy.
I think he started to realize how archaic he was, how much of an antique he himself was. Stopped carrying the gun even.
Yeah. But what is it? Men will literally colonize the West instead of going to therapy.
Yeah, instead of telling
burn down the wing they just built on their little cabin instead of going to therapy. Jesus Christ.
He's a fake.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you.
I was just going to say, then he makes Pompey save the horses that he just put in danger himself.
He makes Pompey do a lot of the hard.
Yeah.
Quick U-turn. Dead Cow Road has an online presence. Okay. It's got its own webpage. It's Arizona State Route 238.
It's like it's got an OnlyFans.
It goes between Gila Bend and Maricopa.
Yeah, it's a little shortcut if you're going to like San Diego too.
That's like the back way from Arivaca to Tucson was actually much longer than the regular way. That goes around through 3 points. You're basically almost in cells.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, with Tom. And yes, that it's this phony chivalry, almost like Superman-esque, where Rance stands up for particularly women, but anyone he feels, whereas Tom really is protecting her.
Mm-hmm.
That's when he stands up and does shit when it's happening around her.
Yep. Yeah. He protects Hallie, but that's all he really cares about.
Right. Her parents.
And the reason he takes an interest in Rance at all is because Holly cares about him. So he's
the stray dog in town.
Yeah. So he takes him to his ranch, gives him a shooting lesson, and then shoots some paint that goes onto his clothes. I mean, that's got to suck because you only own like 3 pairs of clothes.
And paint isn't.
Yeah. You wasted all that paint? Come on.
It's water-based, though, I would guess. You know, it's like painting the white picket fence.
Sure.
But everything had to come by stage to you.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That paint
Like the paper, the newspaper. Like, stop crumpling that shit up, please.
Yeah, don't waste the paint.
I don't know. Is that pine?
Then
Then it would be. It has to be oil-based paint because the wood is pine.
Because, paint your wagon.
That's right. That evening. Oh yeah, when he leaves, he punches Tom for painting his suit.
This is one of my favorite pratfalls I've ever seen, ever. Just him falling back and looking up with that grin on his face of like, well, I'll be damned. You did punch me in the mouth. Like, not to give John Wayne too much credit because he's not doing much besides being John Wayne, but goddamn, it reminded me of like a James T. Kirk kind of, because obviously he's modeling himself after John Wayne, but like,
fuck John Wayne, but I understand. Like, you can watching him, yes, like I see why he was famous.
The charm in that fall and getting back up was like just like oozing out of that one shot. I was like, oh, I guess I'm not a John Wayne fan by any stretch. You know, it's always a chuckle like whenever he's on screen. But that was one of those moments where I was like, oh, fuck, I think I get it.
Yeah.
I think I get it.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the look on his face was just like, damn, dude. Okay, you changed my mind.
Yeah.
You're not just mad. You've been practicing.
All right, you got something.
Yeah, you can punt. You can throw a punch.
You got fire in you.
I respect you a bit now. That's where he earned a little bit of respect from him. So later on, the men of Shimbone meet to elect 2 delegates for the upcoming statehood convention in the capital. In the bar, Peabody's upset that they won't even sell him a beer. It's not liquor. It's beer.
It's just beer. It's not drinking.
Yeah. Rance tries to nominate Tom. Tom refuses. Then Rance and Peabody both get nominated, and then Liberty Valance shows up and gets himself put onto a nomination, but he does not win the vote.
This is so frustrating because Tom's only reason for declining is because he thinks he's going to marry Hallie still.
Yeah.
Like, that might have helped, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Being like, yeah, I'll take a position of some sort of power. And
some responsibility. I'll take some actual responsibility for the town.
Because he's a or a horse trader. You know, that's his thing.
And he stops rustlers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you got time. You know, like, shit, man.
Yeah.
He's not interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, one of those guys that came out west because he couldn't hack it, where there were rules.
He's now an anachronism at this point, and he's realizing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. But
in the way.
Yeah, but actually working towards a result that will make him more anachronistic too. So that's what makes him, quote unquote, good compared to Liberty. who is actively working against the progress that will help the majority of people.
Yeah. I think that's part of why Tom lets Hallie go, because progress.
Yeah. it's a metaphor.
Yeah.
So after he loses the vote, Liberty Valance challenges Rance to a gunfight. Tom offers to help Rance leave town, but Rance says no. That night, Liberty Valance and his gang are hanging out in the saloon. Peabody is writing a scathing editorial about Liberty Valance.
Who wore it best?
Yeah. It's hot or not. Liberty, you are not.
Would you?
I love how he misspells defeated.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, defeated, they took his feet off.
Yeah. Defeated.
He was defeated.
He's drunk. Hard to get those plates set up right when you're hammered.
Yeah, and he wants to head out to the saloon to get some more liquor, but the marshal catches him and says, why don't you go get drunk with the Mexicans instead? And he has a good time doing so.
Beer isn't drinking.
Instead of 2 doors down.
Yeah.
It's like the cantina, the general store, and the saloon.
Yeah.
It's like, don't go down there. Liberty Valance is down there.
Plus all the booze that's in his office.
Yeah. So
come in here. You got credit with my sister-in-law.
Yep. So then when he gets back to the newspaper office, Liberty Valance is there. They break up the office and beat Peabody. He
seemingly to death for a minute or two there.
Yeah.
They tell us he's dead as they leave too.
We think he's dead, yeah.
Yeah.
The use of the light with Peabody blowing out the lamp before he leaves, which I assume like he doesn't know how long he's going to be gone, so he doesn't want the place to burn down or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But then comes back and has to relight it, and then just the 3 guys.
Yeah.
Behind him.
Great.
But the way the lights cut and the shadows.
I saw
really
that somebody did a stage play of this, and this was the moment where I thought, oh my God, this would be a really cool play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's only 4 or 5 locations if you include the heist at the beginning or the hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it would easily be done on stage.
But yeah, that turning the lantern on to filling the room was just like chef's kiss cool theater effect.
Again, lamp oil. It wasn't cheap, and there's no coal mines out west.
Yep. So,
but then also, yes, fire.
Yeah.
A cat or mouse or anything to knock it over.
It's funny, those lamps. My parents used those lamps. Those same kind of lamps when I was a kid. The oil lamps with the conical
with the turn screw that would turn the fabric.
It would turn wick. Yeah.
Yep.
Unspool the wick.
Yep.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. My great grandpa had a bunch of them.
Obi and Sabrina had when the power went out.
Yeah, I remember having to fill them with fuel when the power went out. Yeah. It's always a fun I get to play with fire.
Well, yeah, my dad would have them like outside or camping, and I remember reading by those lamp lights a lot as a kid.
They're bright.
Yeah.
That smell and the little sound too, the little
making a little hiss sound. Yeah. Yep.
It's hurricane glass.
Yep.
Yep.
Hurricane lamps, yes. So Rance, when they find Peabody, Rance gets his gun and is ready to go after Liberty Valance.
He keeps his gun in his carpet bag, which is also sort of symbolic.
Yeah. Yeah.
The carpetbaggers, they're the ones that came out after the cowboys.
Yeah.
To sell the land that didn't belong to anyone.
Yeah. So Liberty Valance is in the saloon, but he says, He has a gun. If I go out there and kill him now, it's a clear-cut case of self-defense.
The showdown.
So he goes out. Liberty Valance easily disarms Rance by shooting his gun arm. Then Rance picks it back up. Liberty's gonna kill him at this. Shortly before this, Hallie sent word to Tom that
Yes.
Liberty Valance was gonna kill Rance.
Yep. It was going down.
Yep. So, Liberty Valance is going to shoot Rance in between the eyes, he says. But then Rance shoots at Liberty Valance. Liberty falls down dead. He goes back to Erickson's where Hallie treats his wounded arm. Tom enters and sees Hallie doing that and then gets mad, goes back to the saloon. We see Peabody's still alive also. He
finds Greedo.
Yeah. Yeah. He goes back to the, yeah. I liked how right before he shot at Rance, Liberty Valance said McClunky. So, yeah.
McClunky.
Yeah. Tom gets drunk.
Hashtag not the man who shot Liberty Valance.
Not the man.
This is the point where the one goon, Liberty Valance's goon, is like just wild-eyed, coked out of his mind, just like, we gotta go get him.
Yeah, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
The three of those guys seem to be more than just a gang. When Liberty Valance is dead, I'm like, oh, they were a family. possibly even more intimate than a family, those three cowboys riding around.
Well, what I've gathered from TV and movies, once you kill a guy together, it's quite a bond.
Yeah.
They would share a tent together ever since that fateful night.
Yeah, nuts, but.
Tom gets drunk, goes home, burns down his own house.
Such a dude. Toxic.
Who amongst us has not gotten drunk and
breaks his own
their
Xbox?
own
He's just an ordinary guy.
Yeah.
Burning down the house.
Womp, womp.
Is Tom Donovan the original incel?
No, because he was like the guy that was supposed to get her. He was the jock. He was Ted McGinley in Revenge of the Nerds.
But he's the involuntary celibate because after he can't get her as his wife, he's like, I'll never.
Oh, after that,
speak with a woman ever again. I'm gonna throw my gun in the trash. He's black pilled. That's what they call it. You get black pilled as an incel.
I think he could pull because he had a black friend.
That's a good point. He's normal.
He went to those.
Might have been the only available
clubs.
woman in town.
It seemed like it, or her mom.
Yeah.
Or Appleyard's wife.
Yeah. Yeah, there was just the Swedish lady, the Mexican lady, and Hallie.
Yeah. There were not many women.
Well, sweet little Swedish Nora, our Swedish chef.
Yeah.
Or it's her husband. It's her husband,
Peter.
the Swedish chef. Yeah, he's like serving salted fish all the time.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, what the fuck is this?
No pants on.
Yeah.
No pants on, too. Why does he have no pants on?
Stop
He's
saying.
like, the serving window goes up to my waist. Why would I wear pants?
I'm like a newscaster.
Yeah. You're like, what does oingy boingy mean, you motherfucker? We cut to the territorial convention. Later on, Rance,
In Capital City.
Yeah. There's the big rancher guy who gets nominated, and the guy on the horse comes in with the lasso. It's a big thing. Then Peabody nominates Rance, and the big city lawyer. Well, I don't know about you folk, but I think a man who murdered Liberty Valance in cold blood shouldn't be.
Well, I don't know too much about book learning.
Yeah.
You're a lawyer.
Like, I hope you do know a lot about book learning.
Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't.
But I know that one
Two
thing.
youths.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know what rehabilitated means, but
All of a sudden, it's Pompey's story.
yeah. Anyways,
I remember the first time I met.
it's just funny that Pompey grew hair just so he could look older. Anyways,
Yeah, that male pattern baldness hit Pompey hard.
yeah.
Hard, man.
Well, he was clean shaven the whole time 25 years ago.
Yeah.
That's true.
Then
Then he grew out the horseshoe.
yeah, just so that he could look 25 years older. Otherwise, how would anyone know that 25
he-
years has passed?
Did a brief stint in a monastery, came back, burned his robes, kept the haircut.
Opened his own restaurant.
Called Pompey's. Called Professor Pompey's Eatorium.
Professor Pompey McGillicuddy.
So, Tom shows up. Oh, so yeah, Rance leaves the hall because he's like, they're right. I shot a man. I can't be a guy who does the thing. Then Tom arrives and tells him that he actually shot Liberty Valance from the well, not even really the shadows. He was just across the street.
Yeah, so street lamps is what.
Because he knew that Rance wasn't going to be able to kill Liberty. So he shot him with Pompey's rifle. And then, at the same moment that Rance fired, Tom tells him he should take the nomination and then leaves the convention. We cut back to the present. To 1910. They talk about how he was the state governor, senator, ambassador to the United Kingdom, and could even be the vice presidential nominee. But the newspaper editor tears up the notes and puts them in the wood stove. Says we're not gonna tell this story because when the legend becomes fact, print the legend.
And manipulating the truth to be more inspiring, which is what the West, the entire tale of the West, and all these movies John Ford made, they're all the phony story. They're all the romanticized story.
Yep. Yeah. When the legend becomes fact, make a movie about the legend.
Which truth is more palatable?
Yep. So Rance and Hallie get on the train to head back to Washington, D.C. Rance says that he thinks maybe they should retire to Shinbone. Might open up a law office. That's not retiring, Rance.
Yeah.
But the conductor comes by, tells him about all the nice stuff they're doing for him, and says nothing's too good for the man who shot Liberty Valance. Rance and Hallie stare off into the distance.
Because despite all of his accomplishments, he's a hero for shooting a dude dead.
Yep, and he didn't even do it.
Right.
Yeah. And the lie about it. Yeah. The stolen glory of it, too. It's such a mess. I love it.
And what makes a legacy? Who decides your legacy for you? Christopher Columbus is on the bad side of history. He didn't do anything. It just flipped.
Yeah.
All right.
Cactus rose on the coffin
Yeah.
was a nice touch.
Yeah.
An old pine
like-
box.
Yeah, it showed that Hallie had affection
Just
for
like-
Tom,
Yeah.
whether or not it was romantic affection, but but probably more paternal because he was very protective or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sure she had complicated feelings about him.
Yeah.
We see her compliment him greatly when he shows up and he's dapper from his horse sale, whatever. She's like, dang, look at you dressed up on a Saturday. And he's like, yeah, I came here immediately because I'm dressed up good. You smell pretty.
Well,
she's like,
I was just going to say the smell. Like, and being the Old West, he probably started sniffing around her when she was about 13 years old, like trying to court her.
Probably.
Yeah. The marshal better keep his doors locked with his 45 children.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So Tom has that sick, like that toxic male thing of like, well, I put the time in.
Mm-hmm. I'm owed. I'm owed.
I was here first.
I brought her like flowers and weeds and shit.
I bought you dinner. You owe me.
I bought you dinner. She's like, I own all the steaks.
Okay. That is the man who shot Liberty Valance. Do we have unanswered questions?
Where did Tom and Pompey stay for 25 years?
That's a good question because the place was burned down.
In each other's hearts.
Yeah. Tom had to move in with Pompey. Pompey had his own place.
That was a fly apartment.
There's a big poster on the wall of a lady with an afro that's topless.
Yeah, it's like Scatman Crothers' his apartment in The Shining. Just exude African.
He is Scatman Crothers, though. It's so funny, dude.
The bald African American guy.
Yeah, that's the one thing that really falls apart in this movie is the last 20 minutes of it, where they kind of try to tie it all together. But the question being, where was Tom Donovan
all that
and
time?
Pompey?
Yeah, what did he do for those 25 years if he didn't have his horse ranch anymore?
Maybe on the range.
Yeah,
maybe we didn't watch all the way to the end of the credits. There's like Tom Donovan and Pompey will return in the prequel.
Doomsday.
The man who will shoot Liberty Valance.
Because the newspaper man didn't even know who Tom Donovan was.
Yeah. It seems like maybe he just went out and started living out on the range as best he could. Because you can still, even in 1910, he probably could have just rode out.
Yeah, and a lot of those guys kind of did. We got that in, what was that? Was that not Young Guns, was it? Where he's an old man?
Yeah. That's young.
It's like, the world is just so different that, like, what can you do besides ride off into wild places?
There were plenty of dudes in the 80s, and I'm sure some now still, who were just living out in the hills.
Well, and also the cows didn't necessarily get the memo that open range was over. So they still had guys who were herding and rustling cattle back to the designated ranch. He probably stayed on the range, he and Poppy. Steady work. You don't have to put your roots down.
Yeah.
There were still cattle drives. In fact, more because you owned... Yeah.
Yeah, and they had to go from one place to another. You couldn't let him just wander
couldn't
around.
just let him wander around.
He chose celibacy. Or living with Pompey, if you know what I mean.
He chose friendship.
Yeah. So, all right. Any final thoughts, guys?
No.
Yeah. So, good movie. Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. I'm not going to bother. I'm assuming we're all going up on that. It's one of the classics of all time.
It's one of my favorite movies. Like I said, it's very modern. A lot of modern performances in it.
Yeah, very much so. Especially Lee Marvin.
Yeah, he's not the caricature that he easily could have been.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that I had never seen this movie before. I really had no idea what this movie was about, who was in it. I had no clue. I had no information about this movie before we watched it, and I'm glad. It's a really enjoyable movie.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's, anyone who's hesitant about watching a 60-year-old black and white Western, don't be. Go watch it.
It's kind of like an American Rashomon almost. Not that it's the same in its own, but
the idea of who's
moral
telling the
thing.
story.
Yeah. What is objective
The
truth,
truth.
and why is the truth important? And is the truth important? Kind of all three of those
And
questions.
is it something true based on who's telling the story? And so many of our laws are built like we still just take each other's word. Do you promise not to lie? I totally promise.
Yeah, exactly.
You swear you saw him
You
do
swear.
it? Yeah.
You know you can get in trouble for lying. Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, yeah, that's exciting. You hadn't seen it, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, it holds up, I think.
How fun.
I hope you didn't listen to the song beforehand.
It got
That's
spoiled
all
on
fun.
So, all right. That means it's time to...
Because, it's like Jimmy Stewart is the guy who actually shot him.
Yes. And all the while,
It's a great song.
my phone's...
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
So that means it is time to look at next week's movie, which is going to be picked by Brian. Brian, what Western are we watching next week?
So my first question is, have we done this movie before? Because when I said it to Jeremy, he went, "Oh, didn't you do that?" To which I say, probably one of the worst modern Westerns, Wild Wild West.
Oh, we
we
have
didn't
not
do that.
done it. That's
I'm happy to.
yeah.
I love Kevin Kline so much, and we don't get enough Kevin
Well, it's
Kline
the giant
opportunities.
spider. We'll get to talk
Well,
about.
finally,
Spider-Man.
we've talked
Yeah.
so much about the giant spider. We'll finally be able to talk about the movie it's actually in.
Yeah,
I made it.
I shamelessly love this movie. This was the same summer as Phantom Menace, so
Nice.
yeah.
Wow. I only saw it once, and it was in
I think I-
1999. And
I
I was-
just saw it once when it was new. Yeah.
I was like, that's
So
good enough for me.
Fun.
Nice. Another song with another movie with an explainer song.
An explainer Western. Holy shit.
West. Yep.
Yep. All right. That is next time on Harmless Phosphorescence. We will be watching Wild Wild West. Until then, thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. This has been your host, Thoreau Smiley, and I'm sorry, my horse accidentally got on stage.
I'm Josh Cece, and I'll say it again. Nothing good happens when you teach women how to read.
I knew we was going to be friends the moment I walked in here. I'm Brian Lesh.
Mr. Law and Order himself. I'm Alaric Weber.
Sure.
We'll see you next time, everyone. Bye.